You're having a wonderful, fantastic, epic, and poggers day, everybody. How's it going? We're facting some Oreos today. That's the plan. I'm gonna do a little factorio gaming. I dare be so bold. I was about to shuffle Taylor Swift, and that would not have gone well. That would have gone poorly for the future. Oh, that's loud. Okay. That was a little bit louder than I was intending. We're doing Factorio. We're going to jump right into it since I want to play Factorio. And then we might do Spyro later if I get bored of Factorio. And probably not Minecraft, actually. I'm not really vibing with Minecraft right this second. But we will probably return to Minecraft at some point. Someday. Hi, kitty cat. Hello, I know. I started talking, so you get in my lap. Yeah. I don't know why you do that. I somehow conditioned you to do that. That's how that works. I can't open VTube Studio currently, so that's why I'm very... Okay, everything... Okay, everything broke for a second, but it's fine. Sometimes things just break, you know? Okay, there we go. I can make myself a more proper size. There we go. That's good. Why are you not capturing? Is it possibly because I have you set to capture Minecraft? That would be why. But if I do this and then click this button and then do that, it'll capture. Hooray! We're doing more Hot Tub World. As I recall, last time I was clearing trees. That was all that was going. Welcome back, Tasuka. How's it going, bestie? How you doing? How's your day going, bestie? Glad you rejoined us. Okay, these trees are fine. Oh yeah, I was making stone bricks. That's why I'm over here. I kind of want to get rid of these trees here. So that is going to be the first thing we do, and then we're actually going to start, you know, properly doing things such as building the factory. Hello, NKB. New buff cat dropped recently? What do you mean buff cat? You talking about the fact that everybody says I'm muscular for some reason, and I don't really understand why? It was boring today. It really do be like that. I had a pretty boring day as well. I'm trying to think of anything like interesting that happened to me today. No, not really, to be honest. Just kind of a boring day. I made some tilapia. It was pretty good, actually. It had been frozen in my freezer for like several months. Hopefully it didn't have any diseases. If I disappear at any point, you can assume it was the tilapia. Honestly, if I had to go like right now, I would want it to be tilapia, you know? Like I want my obituary to be like killed by eating bad tilapia. Like, all right, well, there's worse ways to go. You know, I could have like drowned or like suffocated in a space. Actually, I got to say, suffocating in space, while it would be a brutal way to go, I mean, kind of poggers, you know? Outside of the fact that it is like terribly painful, presumably. Posted in your Discord? Okay. What is this? Oh my god! That's a hell of a gentleman. Well, let me save this. Holy heck! Images. Name this. That's a hell. Oh, I misspelled it. That's a hell of a gentleman. Okay, let me put this absolute unit. Why do people say that absolute unit? What does that mean? Where did that come from? I feel like that people just started saying that about like large animals. Like, look at that absolute unit. What is the origin of that? What is the meaning of that? Like, I get it. Like, that is an absolute unit. You know, I look at him, I'm like, that unit is absolute. But like, why do we say that? Look at him though. That is a large gentleman. I love how he has a fucking chicken leg. Literally, this is the shape, you know, of like in cartoons, like how chicken legs kind of look like, you know, how they look in cartoons. Here, let me find cartoon chicken leg. Come on, when he's discheesed. I don't know about this. I don't know if I would classify myself in the well, you know, like that category. But then again, everybody does say I'm quite muscular. So, okay, that's not the kind of chicken leg. Here we go. This is a pretty good rendition. He goes to gym. He does not skip leg, chest, arm, neck, any of the other days. He doesn't skip them. I do. I skip all of them. It's funny because, you know. Like, look at that. Okay, like, spot the diff. This is like a spot the difference picture now. Like, can I rotate this actually? I can do it like 90 degrees. I don't know with that. Okay, well that just was the exact opposite of what I wanted. Press this button, there we go. I mean, kind of like, but you see what I'm saying, like, I guess you can't see. Actually, can you see my mouse if I do it here? No, you can't because it gets covered up. But you get the picture. You know, you get it. You understand it. Here, we'll leave this large gentleman on screen. Let me drag it down so it's not blocking things. There we go. Make that much smaller. Who needs the top corner anyway? Top corner is for Dr. Von Dummies. It's funny because that's the name of my emote. That's the thing that I say. Okay, bring that down. You know, we'll even keep the chimkin leg right there. How big is that on screen? I can never tell because I have a small preview. That's good. That's good. You kind of get the sense of what's up. You know what's happening there. You know the deal. Did I accidentally move the screen, by the way? Okay, no, it's right. Okay. Back to, oh, cannot. Okay, inventory is full. Oh. This is fine. I'm just gonna do that, and it's gonna be great. It's funny because I'm just blowing it up rather than storing it or finding some purpose for it. Or, you know, I could put the stone back into the furnaces to make stone bricks. Nah, just gonna blow them up. Actually, I should really blow up a wood. Not that it matters, but like, if I'm gonna be blowing up wood, I might as well do it in a wooden chest. You know, in fact, why am I even keeping any of it? I'm going to get more of it very brief, like momentarily, because I'm about to cut down even more forest. I don't like this song. This song is just cheesing me. We're skipping it. Okay, this is better. Maybe I should do the Factorio playlist. I'm doubting myself. As I put the music on, I didn't say this, but I was sort of internally debating. Do I play the Factorio playlist, which is just a bunch of songs that sort of have a Factorio-ish vibe, or Donkel's Cat, you know, the classic Dr. Monkey playlist that's primarily assembled of random songs that I found on Spotify that for some reason I don't get DMCA'd for reasons that are beyond my mortal comprehension. And then before that was Vibes, which had string beats in it as well. But honestly, I could go back because like it's been literal months probably since we've listened to any of the stream beat songs. But I just happened to move. My roommates are screaming right now. I think they're playing Valorant. I believe that's what's happening. They're Valoring some ants. I played Valorant once. I'll probably go back to it at some point because they all really like it. Okay, well, technically I played it like one occasion, but I played 2 rounds. And I was decent at it. I got a few kills. I played Sage, who is a healer of some capacity. And I'm gonna be honest, my biggest obstacle that I found to the game is that like I didn't know where anything was. People would be like, hey, you better go over to hallway 7, subsection 4, alpha, beta, niner, and I'm like, yep, I know where that is. But I didn't know where that is, and then I didn't go there. But I mean, I guess that's sort of how it is with any game like that, where when you're brand new to it and you're playing with people who are not brand new to it, it's like, yeah, you all know what you're talking about, and I don't. I mean, I guess that's kind of how somebody who doesn't play Factorio feels watching me play Factorio, because I'm like, yep, I'm building a factory. I'm chopping these trees. Hallway 7 is a wonderful place. Is it? I don't feel like Hallway 7 is a wonderful place. If I had to spend my time in any general place, it would probably not be Hallway 7. So if you heard me be excited about Win, Mr. Cat, I'm so happy for you, bestie. I was literally just talking about you, about you screaming and that you were playing Valorant. I remember the fastest gun in the West on your first game. Do what? Shout out Tiny Revolutionary, she doesn't stream. You fool. Shout out the Sonic Frito Pie again. Do it. Do it, coward. Also, hi, Rex. Hi, Jack Daska. Hi, Tiny Revolutionary. How you doing, besties? How's Valorant going? Are you Valoring some ants? I've made that joke several times. You cannot make me. I see. You beat Jack Daska? What? What do you mean? What do you mean you beat Jack Daska? Like, did you play a battle against each other? I'll do this, though. Okay, we have a command for that. Thank you very much, Raxica. You can use the Mort command. The Mort command is going to be the best way to shout him out. She's abusive, not true. I take no position in this argument. I decline to take a moral position. I'm taking the moral position of having no position, which in itself is a moral position, but that's neither here nor there. So, meow, as they say. But I'm glad Valorant is going well. I hope you're, you know, with the guns. I was saying my biggest obstacle in Valorant is the fact that I don't know where anything is. It's like, go to hallway 7, subsection A, and I'm like, yep, I know where that is, and then I don't. And then it's like, oh, look at the map. But then on the map, it's like, oh, there's 20 rooms and there's 7 different maps. You learn pretty quickly. I just have a hard time believing that. Like, for me, if I'm not learning within like a couple hours, I don't. If it's like, okay, just play a dozen hours and you'll be there, I'm like, I don't know about that one. You know, you don't know where anything is. I just kind of guess. See, that's based. That's based as hell, Araxica. My score is very wildly, so incredibly based. I can't even begin to put into words how based that is. You never played an FPS before and you learned it really quick. I mean, my most relevant experience would be Overwatch. But I mean, I never really played Overwatch because I really liked Overwatch. I just played it because I had people who wanted to play it, and I was like, sure, I'll play it. I'm just not much of a shooty McShoot person. Especially not like first-person competitive shooters. But even like single-player shooters, I mean, I'll play them. I have in the past, and I mean, I think they're fine. Just not hugely my cup of tea. I've truly cut down a lot of trees. This is a hell of a stream right now. Just cutting trees. A weak baby cat? I'm a weak baby cat because what exactly? Because I don't play shooting McShoot games? Is that the origin of my weak baby cat? Also, I love the term baby cat instead of kitten because you recognize kitten has a different connotation, even though it does literally mean baby cat. And what that tells us is that you're too cowardly to call me a kitten, Araxica. And you know right now that no matter what you do, if you refuse to call me kitten, you're a coward. If you call me kitten, well, then you called me kitten, right? So I've put you in a lose situation. You were not a kitten. I mean, kitten literally refers to a baby cat. If it's a cat, it's a baby. Like what? Like you can object to that all you want, on sort of connotational grounds, sure, but that's cowardly of you to do. Because you're afraid of what the deeper meaning of kitten is if you were to call me kitten. And that's okay, Araxica. I won't be your Discord kitten. You know, my Discord kittenship comes at a heavy price. Both emotionally and financially. So... And, you know, to your physical and mental well-being. The joke is that I'm badge. Then I'm a badge cat. I can't stop thinking about this joke that Kai made the other day. I hope she doesn't like just appear in chat now. Like, are you talking about me? Because she said it's like the Billie Eilish song, except I'm the badge guy. that line, I'm the badge guy, is living rent-free in my head right now. What about your Discord kismicitude? What does that mean? Don't mind me Googling it. Mutual... Huh? Huh? What the hell is this? Like... Oh. With whom am I kismicitude on Discord? I don't think I have anybody who I'm kismicitude. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kismicitude. Kismicitude? Or am I doing too many sisses? It's kind of hard. I hate words that have lots of sisses. Also known as hate mans. Well, I don't think I'm in a hate mans with anybody. I think I would prefer to be a Discord kitten than a Discord kismicitude. Is that a word? Is like if you kismicitude, does that imply that you can be like a kismicitude? A kismicitude? I don't know. It's kismicissa and then some other sisses in there probably, or maybe not, maybe less. I really don't know. At this point, I'm just rambling about kismicitude. One of the troll romance types from Homestuck. I see. I should have known. See, I was thinking, because I saw a post on Tumblr about it, and I was like, oh, is this a Tumblr thing? Which I guess by proxy, sort of yes. But I'm kind of sad that it had to be a Homestuck reference. You know, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. In fact, I'm not. Maybe I wasn't expecting it, but really, I think that just says more about my naivete than anything else. Hi, Sick Nasty. How's it going, bestie? About what? We're talking about this kismicitude thing. That apparently it means you hate somebody, but also in sort of a, you know, oh frickin' whoa kind of way. And apparently it's from Homestuck. So Araxica is currently, giving me information about this thing. Mainly because she refused to call me kitten. She called me a baby cat, which again, I think it's cowardly not to call me kitten. I really do. But I recognize that you can't call me kitten. And you can object to calling me kitten all you want. But that doesn't make it any less cowardly. Okay, we're just gonna do the whole forest. I've been chopping trees for like 10 minutes now, so I might as well keep doing it, What do I have to lose? I can just keep talking. I have to say, I sort of resent this part of playing Factorio on stream because I have to keep talking. Because I recognize, like, there's nothing to talk about gameplay-wise that would all be interesting. It's basically just exclusively me talking about things. But then I end up rambling and just saying nonsense, and I don't like saying nonsense. Believe it or not, I don't like saying nonsense. I know that may be impossible to believe. It's just a kenning. I'm partaking in ancient tradition. What is kenning? What is that? Compound expression in Old English and Old Norse poetry with metaphorical meaning. A kenning is a figure of speech in the type of circumlocution, a compound that employs figurative language in place of a more concrete single-word noun. What? What the hell are you talking about? What are you doing? What the hell does that mean, Araxica? How are you kenning? What are you kenning right now? You gotta be kitten me right now. I wish I had come up with that joke. Baby cat? Oh, so you're saying you're combining the word baby and the word cat. I don't think that's kenning. I think that's different. I don't count that as kenning. As something of an expert on ancient Norse mythology, because I did play Age mythology, it's kind of a stretch, I will not lie. See, I kind of thought that like it made sense, sort of in a way. I mean, you are mashing two words together in order to create a new word with further meaning. I mean, I still think it's preposterous, and you should just call me a kitten, It'd be like calling a boat like a water car, Like, yeah, I suppose in a way, perhaps, but there's the word boat exists for a reason, Like you're sort of making an unnecessary creation there when you could just call me kitten, but again, you won't because you're a coward, and that's okay. It's okay to be a coward. You can't live in denial about that fact, Okay, who's excited to blow up another box? Me. The answer is me. I'm the one who's excited to blow up another box. Let's keep a little bit of wood. No, let's not do that. In fact, it's pronounced Boat. So true, bestie. Honestly, it should be. Hot take. It should be pronounced Boat. Why is it boat? Why is it? It's preposterous. I don't like it. In fact, I would say it discheeses me. Also, I really might as well... I mean, it's too late now, but I should have just used this iron chest, because like, I'm going to upgrade a steel chest anyway. Why bow and not bow? Like, bow at? Because bow at makes absolutely no sense for the pronunciation of boat. They do refer to boats with Kennings and Beowulf, actually. Yeah, they call it like an Orstad or something. Something like that. Orsteed. Something in that category. I just removed a lot of trees. Honestly, I feel like I should get like a little credit. Also, I think I dropped a radar somewhere at some point. I don't know where I dropped it. I'm really curious if it'll ever turn back up. Hello, Cullinet. How's it going, bestie? Is that a quote Doofenshmirtz? Is it just Dr. Doofenshmirtz? I do remember the Boat episode. That was a good show. I like that show. Apparently they don't shout out Dr. Doofer. Also, it should be Dr. It's gonna be Dr. Doofenshmirtz. There you go. That's what the username would be. It would not be. I'm kind of shocked that. Well, I guess it can say no name. Twitch.tv/Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Does the account exist? Yes, it does. Hi, Magisha. How's it going, bestie? Dr. Doofenshmirtz has 1 follower. Well, I'm now follower number 2. Okay, and if we spell out doctor, how does that change the calculus? 'Twas a doof reference. I love that for you, bestie. Okay, Dr. Doofenshmirtz also exists, but I'm not going to follow that account. I don't respect that account. Imagine if my username on Twitch was that. That would be wrong. Morally, that would be a crime against me, against God, against society, and I will not stand for it. To be fair, it's not like it's not like I'm really standing against. It's not like that. No, don't shout out the false prophet, Doctor. Here, how can I differentiate between Dr. Von Kitty and like Dr. Von Kitty, like Dr. Von Kitty? There we go. Dr. Von Kitty is a false prophet who will lead you astray. Do not listen to him. I am kind of afraid that like Jack Dosk is actually going to follow through and just be like the fake Dr. Von Kitty. Can you like do that? Could you get in trouble? Like, could I like reach out to Twitch and be like, hey, somebody's impersonating me? Like, would that be permissible? Dear Von Kitty. That's a new one. Hi, Foster Ruby. How's it going, bestie? How you doing? Let's put some more iron in here. In fact, dare I be so bold? You're chilling? I love to hear that for you, bestie. Dr. Von Kitty will not only lead you astray, they are astray. Well, hold on. Nothing wrong with being astray. You know, my father's cat brother person was astray. You're gonna make an account per Von Kitty. Now tell me about per Von Kitty. What's the deal with per Von Kitty? I'm honestly kind of intrigued by the concept of per Von Kitty. I'm not gonna lie. Like, is it Professor Von Kitty? See, that's wrong. It should be Prof Von Kitty if you want to go for that. The pun of per is pretty good though, but like the per for professor, I don't agree with that morally. Pogter, so true, bestie. So true and so valid. Look at all the steel I have. I like to think I'm something of a gamer. Okay. So I've kind of just been like faffing around a little bit, like doing a little trolling, you know, but I feel like at some point I probably should, actually I need to expand power. I probably should start thinking about building, you know, an actual factory and also dealing with how to design it. We must make sacrifices in the line of comedy. See, I disagree. I would never, ever in my life dare stretch something and sort of, you know, try to take something that doesn't make sense and sort of spin it into a joke. I would never make a joke like that because I am perfect in every conceivable way. I just want to make sure that's on the record, that I am perfect. Professor, see, that's good. I like that. As my personal hero, Rowan Atkinson says, every joke has a victim. That's a pretty fucked up thing to say. Like, what? Like, who are the victims of like the Dr. Von Kitty jokes? I mean, I guess the listeners, insofar as listening to me make quote unquote jokes. Yeah, you're a prime example. So I guess, you know, so true, Rowan. Isn't Rowan Mr. Bean? Or am I wrong about that? I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna bother me. Rowan Atkinson. Is that why you're so funny you don't take the sacrifices? Yes, exactly. He is Mr. Bean. Wow. So Mr. Bean, like, who is the victim of the Mr. Bean comedy? He's also in Man vs. Bee. I can't say I'm familiar. I've heard the term before whenever Rowan Atkinson's been discussed, but I can't say I'm familiar with Mr. B. Excuse me, Man vs. Bee. I'm trying to find Man vs. Bee currently. It's not listed in sort of like the first several paragraphs of his Wikipedia page, which I find kind of funny. Let's see. Filmography, here we go. Wonka. Don't tell me he's gonna play Willy Wonka. I don't like that. Oh, Man vs. Bee. Oh, it just came out this year? Man vs. Bee is a 2022 British comedy streaming television series. Oh, it's a series? What? They made 9 episodes about a man trying to kill a bee? That's a little weird. Who plays the bee? Oh, is the bee not voiced? Oh, it's just like a bee. It's just like a bee-ass bee. I was looking here. I was like, is one of these the bee? Is this sort of like Bee Movie? Is it like a shittier Bee Movie? I don't think so, actually, because as far as I can tell, the bee does not speak. It makes me kind of sad. Hello, Green. How's it going, bestie? How you doing? Live action Scooby-Doo, his best role. Wait, who was he in live action Scooby-Doo? I don't recall. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little gaming real quick. Is Beus like Moas? What? Huh? Park owner villain. Interesting. It's been a long time. Actually, I really want to watch. You know, I never saw. I was talking about this recently. The Mystery Inc. show that came out, I guess, a few years ago. I never saw it. I did a bit of word association. You know, well, I associate those words with nothing because they meant nothing to me. But then again, sort of your classic go-to is to make jokes that I don't get, but you get them. It is funny. It's like, you know, nobody in the room understands the reference you're making, but you still make the joke. So in a way, maybe you do victimize me with your humor. God, maybe good old Rowan was right on the money, huh? I too am a victim. I make jokes for me, and you victimize me with them. What's New Scooby-Doo has one of the best, and it did have a banger theme song. Can I listen to the What's New Scooby-Doo theme song? On like, will I get DMCA'd for that? I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway. What's New Scooby-Doo? I'm coming that way. Do you think there's a What's New Scooby-Doo theme MIDI version? Oh my god, there is. Here we go. Now this is a banger. Or is it gonna be cursed? I'm sure it's fine now. This is the piano synthesia version. Da, da, da. This is crap. Screw it. We're gonna listen to the real one. Have I listened to it on stream? I might have listened to it on stream before, actually. Now that I think about it. Here we go. All right. Official lyric video. I only slightly get you with every now and then. I feel like it's much more frequent than that. Every now and then is putting it much too low in the grand scheme of how many times you make Homestuck references. Oh, that mystery. What if they made Scooby-Doo with a cat? Like, imagine an alternate reality where it was just like Scooby-Doo as a cat. I think I would be like happier in that world. But I'm saying like that's the only difference. Like, obviously there would be sort of like a cascading effect insofar as like all Scooby-Doo media and like, you know, toys and stuff. There would be like, you know, Catty Meow or whatever the hell his name would be. Honestly, Catty Meow is kind of the perfect name for the cat version. I'm writing that down. I'm gonna like call up I don't know who owns Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna call up Mr. Scooby-Doo and I'm like, listen, let me pitch you this idea for a television show. It's called Catty Meow. Dog shaming? I'm not shaming the dog. I'm just saying personally, I would be pretty down with Cat Scooby-Doo, you know? I love the Loch Ness and Cyber Chase movies. Those were some great films. That was quite the film. I'm gonna call Mr. Warner. I'm gonna call both brothers if I have to. And I'm gonna tell them my genius idea. Okay. So smelting wise, where should I put my spelting? Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Hello? Hello? Zen? Thank you for the raid, bestie. Scooby raid. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa. What? You gotta have insider info or something? Thanks for the shout out, Araxka. You know what? I'm gonna do it too. I was told to do Scooby Raid. I see. You were given inside info. Yeah, we were talking about Scooby-Doo. Now, allow me to pitch this now that we have Zen and Co. In the gamer chat. Thank you so much for this the raid. I was about to say stream. For the raid, bestie. Please tell me how your stream went. So alternate reality, where the only difference is that Scooby-Doo is a character named Catty Meow, and he's a cat. And like, obviously there's sort of the cascading effect of like, Scooby-Doo is now Catty Meow. But like, what do you think of the concept of Catty Meow? Hate it? I'm sorry that you're a hater. Sleepy Kai 98. I was talking about you earlier, by the way, because I was saying that the whole like Billie Eilish song, except it's I'm the Badge Guy, is living rent-free in my head. I cannot stop thinking about I am the badge guy. It is like a mental curse. There is a brain worm currently like making me suffer. I haven't heard that. We shared that with you, I thought. Catty Meow. What do you mean, Catty? What do you mean, Catty Meow? Something things going. Hold on. Yo, well, yeah, what? Oh, you know. Hold on. Hold on. Let me Google something. when Joe Ruby, Ken Spears, and Iwa Takamoto pitched the idea for Scoobert Doo to the Warner Brothers, to Mr. and Mr. Warner. Yes, his full name is Scoobert Doo. They were told the same thing. They said Scooby-Doo is nothing like, you know, whatever. Nothing like the hit what was some hit? Wait, hold on. When was Scooby-Doo like created? 1969. Most popular animated show in 1968. 1968 in animation. When they said the Archie show, when they said Scooby-Doo's nothing like Mr. Archie from the Archie show, which happened to have its first episode premiere in 1968, they were haters, much like you were all haters of me for my genius idea to create Catty Meow. You talking about Sonic's full name today? What is Sonic's full name? Yeah, He-Man. Yeah, there you go. Scooby's nothing like He-Man. Ogilvy Maurice. No, that's fake. Fuck you. Either that's not true or it's true, and either way, fuck you. I can't accept this. I simply cannot. I find it unacceptable. And morally, it's abhorrent. I actually don't know where I'm going to put this smeltery. I think I'm just going to do it like straight down. Then again, I don't know if that's space efficient. I could kind of just do like blocks, like sort of go. And I mean, I could just go to the side, although there's these woods here. Honestly, that might be smart. Do it to the side of the patch, like do iron here, do copper here. Of course, that means I'm gonna have to remove a bunch of trees for iron, but I guess that's life. In the Archie comics, Sonic's real name is revealed to be, wait, the Archie comics? Wait, like the Archie show that I was just talking about like 2 seconds ago? I don't believe you though. The only old Gilvy why are there multiple old Gilvies? Name comes from the same person basically took control of the English Sonic comics. What? I have not heard of the Archie Sonic comics. I would love to know more if you have a source. Ken Penders. Well, I hardly know hers, so that's sort of the baseline I'm operating from. It's the fact that, you know, I hardly know hers. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not be cringe. I'm gonna be poggers. And I'm gonna just handcraft 20 green science packs. Like, genuinely, I think that's worth it. Hi, Sai. How's it going, bestie? One in Pitch Black 2. Ola Gil. Is this a common name? Is this a well-known name I'm just happen to not be familiar with? He was ousted from the Sonic comic team, made his own Echidna spin-off series. And which one was that, and was it popular? Sorry, I don't mean to interrogate you about this gentleman. Hi, Christesia. How's it going, bestie? Really weird romance elements. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. This maybe in his heart he was like he had a Sonic. Maybe he wants Sonic in a sense became his own Sonic OC. But does that mean it's canon? Is that like his canon name, or is it just sort of like, you know, this one guy started writing the comic, said a bunch of crazy shit, and everyone was like, yeah, cool, and then moved on. You know. I said, I don't think it's canon. I would tend to be a little skeptical of the notion that it would be canon. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm well known for being wrong in a number of contexts, but hey. Is there mention the actual comics? Wait, so then wait. How J.K. Rowling kept adding stuff to Harry Potter? I see. So he just sort of one day was like, hey, I hate to tell you all this. hate to give you this bad news, but here's Sonic's real name. It kind of makes me sad, I'm not gonna lie. His name was Sonny Hedgehog from the Sonic Bible from Sega America, according to BDG. BD, is that Brian David Gilbert? Right, maybe? Wizards poo-pooing their pants using magic to clean it up for the adopt deployment technology from the Muggles. I mean, like, I get people like nay on that idea, but like, if I was a wizard, why would a wizard use a toilet? Like, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you can cast a magic spell, you know? I mean, I don't think it's so crazy a notion. Because hygiene, you can just magic it all away. No, it's magic. What are you gonna be like? Oh man, the magic's gonna be limited. Remove the feces? No, but they can just remove it all. It's just all gone. The whole thing gets purged, you know? That's like the whole concept. Because you lick your own bum, I resent you for that. I resent that greatly. Listen. Remember when they can use a spell to prevent chafing of, like, you know? It's just, yeah, do wizards have underwear? Maybe wizards don't wear underwear. I don't know. Pupus Disapiro, listen, you know, if it works, it works, huh? You resemble that? Not true. It's simply not. Simply not true. I'm like eagerly watching the progress of military 2. My goal is just to make a bunch of grenades and just use that to blow up the forest because I don't want to go through the process of getting rid of all that again. Is this important? No, it's not. Okay, epic. How much would it be to do this? 100. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Grenade moment. Gonna lurk and lay down. Yeah, get some rest, bestie. You simply deserve it. You simply get yourself as much rest as you could possibly require. You have earned it. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I know you all already are, but if you're not already following Mr. Zen, I would strongly encourage as such a pogger's behavior. Simply worth it for a little gaming. What were you playing, by the way? Was it Sims 4, I think I saw, maybe? I don't know. Don't answer that question. You can leave. I don't know why I said that. It was more of a thinking out loud kind of moment. Oh, this blew up instantly. Oh, are these like lower health than normal trees? They must be. Because they're going away. Sims 4, that's very epic. Dare I say that's quite poggers. Dare I say has become a new thing that I say. Dare I say has become a thing, dare I say. And dare I say, I think I say dare I say too much. Dare I say. It's funny because it's not. Cleanus bummus, I see. So we have two alternate theories here. We have Pupus Disapiro and Cleanus bummus. I gotta say, I think I like Pupus Disapiro better. Something about Disapiro just feels very Harry Potter to me, you know? Like it literally feels like Disapiro would be like a spell in Harry Potter. To a teen and started high school, exciting. It's interesting they added, because I know people were talking about it for a very long time, about having some form of like ability to actually go to school in, I was about to say Harry Potter, in The Sims. So it's cool they added that. I have not played Sims 3, so I need to get back into it because I love it. Poopy Swoopy, Fecius Fadus. I mean, we could probably like spend all day coming up with like clever names for getting rid of feces in the Harry Potter world, but it needs to be in Latin? I don't think so. Okay, well, let's look up Google Translate, and then we'll do, currently it thinks I want Estonian. No, thank you. I would like Latin, please. Okay. Poop disappear. Pupus evanescent.
Pappi se evanescent.
Pupus se evanescent. So true, bestie. So true. Did Romans sound like Italian people? Forgive me if that's like wrong to say. I don't mean it to be. Disapiro sounds like a knockoff Spider-Man villain. I could see both, you know? Maybe it's a crossover kind of moment. Maybe Disapiro's power is getting rid of feces, and Spider-Man has to stop him for reasons. Probably a little as that's what they sound like, or probably a little as in that's offensive. I think Italian came from, I mean, a lot of languages came from Latin, but I'm just saying, like, you know, accents evolve over time. We're talking about 2,000 years ago, you know, I mean, like, who's to say that it would have sounded like that? Like, I mean, you know, a lot of other languages, like French and Spanish all evolved from Latin, but that doesn't mean that Romans, I guess when I say Romans, I guess I'm referring to people from Rome, as in Italy. Obviously there were Romans sort of all over the Roman Empire. That was kind of the whole concept. Roman is Italian with less hand movements, I see. That was the fundamental difference then. Tomatoes brought from the New World, a bunch of small men hatched from them. That man has, what are you talking about? Oh, you're saying where Italians came from? I was like, what? It's like, who are the people coming from the tomatoes? He's not ready for that truth. I guess I wasn't. mentally I just wasn't there. Are tomatoes really from the Americas? I think so. Maybe. There's a number of things that are like weird and you don't think about coming from one part of the world or the other, and then you figure it out. Oh, these are parts of the shipwreck. I thought that was a weird looking rocks. French isn't a language. It's a clever attempt to cheat at Scrabble. In what way does speaking French make you better at cheating at Scrabble? French is fake, so is Dutch. Like, fake in what way? I'm gonna need some elaboration here. I'm gonna need more information if I'm gonna understand. You know, I used to speak a little French. Je parle le français un peu. So true, bestie. So true, bestie. Actually, just kidding. I refuse to accept so true, bestie on that one because I don't understand. Maybe I'm just not epic enough to understand the clever epic jokes. But Europeans thought tomatoes are poisonous or some such. I see. You know, I feel like I did hear that somewhere. I don't know where I heard that. To be fair, it's also possible that we both received misinformation from, like, you know, the same source. Like, you know, Mr. Pog was like, hey, Araxka and Dr. Von Kitty, did you know tomatoes are bad for your health if you're European? And then we were like, yep. Probably made things an interesting fact. Fair enough. Fair enough. Tomatoes are vegetables per Supreme Court case Nix versus Head. You know, I've heard about this before. It had something to do with, like, tariffs or something. And whether or not tomatoes classified under, like, fruit tariffs. There was another one that, like, determined, or taxes. Yeah, there was another one, Supreme Court case that had to do with, like, this guy had airplanes falling over his house and they were, like, harming his chickens. And he said that, like, in, like, common law, in British common law, your property extended to, like, heaven. So they had to deal with, like, where the sort of aerial boundary was. Pretty interesting case. Bordeaux. Look at how many unnecessary letters are in that. I don't think that's how you spell Bordeaux. First of all. So I guess you would not succeed at French Scrabble. The distance across mountains meant different dialects in language, like Cuban Spanish is unique to isolation. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I'm just curious, like, specifically Italian Romans, what they sound like. And a few these days, if I'm not mistaken, sky rights or something. Yeah, it was interesting I read about. I don't know how I went down, like, the rabbit hole. Do you ever just go, I'd go down frequently on rabbit holes on Wikipedia. I hope that's a common thing, because I do it a lot. I just start reading stuff, you know? And I use Wikipedia, so sometimes I'll see a thing, I'll be like, oh, I should fix this typo, why not? You know, I'm truly a contributor. Also, welcome. I don't know, I just completely ignored the fact that you're new here. Welcome, Cream Pie Analysis. That's quite the username. How's it going? Not for stream, but Google chicken tax. Okay, I will try to remember to Google chicken tax, and by that I remember I'll forget within the next 5 minutes. So I guess others can if they so desire. Okay, I think that is. I mean, there's going to be some stragglers remaining. I suppose I can sort of long reach my way through. Of course, they're kind of hard to see. I will say, can I do it from here? No, I cannot. Sag. It'd be nice if I could. Just balance between them. Ketchup is considered a vegetable in the US for school lunch veggie requirement purposes. I see. Ketchup is pretty poggers, I'm not gonna lie. I love me some ketchup. Now, the age-old question with ketchup, and I'm curious where folks stand on this. And I'm open to sort of some vicious arguments on this. And I have a feeling I'm gonna know what the majority will be. But ketchup and fries, French fries, freedom fries, if you will. Do you have a separate sort of container or pile of ketchup in which you dip the fries, or do you mix the fries and the ketchup? I'm curious. Separate, okay, interesting. I go down rabbit holes every day, and you're correct, it was tariffs. Tariffs are a type of tax? Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think it had to do with, like, exporting or importing or something. Separate ketchup, that makes sense. I'm curious if anybody is, like, a not separate category, because most people I know have been separate. I'm typically separate. In school, I went through a phase of combining them just because I wanted to be different, and people would get really mad, and I thought it was funny. They'd be like, how dare you combine your fries and ketchup? And I was like, ha ha ha. I mean, I kind of like it in a way. Like, I recognize all of the arguments that sort of, you know, point out the fundamental flaws in mixing your fries and your ketchup, but, like, I'm going to keep it real with you. something is satisfying. It's like you dip a fry in ketchup. It's like, man, you get a big glob of ketchup and fry underneath it, but you mix them. It's like fry ketchup evenly distributed. How I feel it's always separate if it's packets. If you have a bottle, sometimes you put it straight in the fries. Okay. See, I respect that. A little bit of ketchup diversity. See, I have a lot of respect for that. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna see how many. I'm not gonna put them all on, but we are gonna see how many drills could theoretically fit in this patch. And then honestly, I'm kind of thinking I will keep the iron ore from here. Maybe could go toward steel, and this would all go towards iron. Oh, canons. Okay, we're gonna have to. Did I make a little storage area somewhere? I did. Let's go ahead and expand that. Add some rocks and some coal into that to free up a little bit more space. Yeah, let's not say stuff like that, Christicia. Brown gravy goes around the fries. Yeah, I've never had poutine before. I know there are a number of people whom I have met in recent months who are very pro poutine, and I gotta say I'm not super familiar with poutine. I mean, I'm aware of the concept because, you know, it's been told to me, but I've never really had the chance to have poutine. And it's like, I think I would like poutine. I can't say I have like a huge, deep desire to eat it. Only good thing about French Canadians, damn, you really coming for French Canadians, huh? You really coming for their whole existence. Real Giga Chads eat the fry naked and squirt the ketchup in their mouth. I think a lot about that actually, because there is a, I guess it was one of the Scooby-Doo movies or something, where they're eating food. I think it might be Cyber Chase, and they do something very similar to that. And when I was younger, I was like, this looks very appealing. And I'm a little bit discheesed that that's not an option. Yeah, Shaggy mode. Yeah, Shaggy does it, I think. I guess Scooby probably does it too. Scooby, for animated food, always looks better than real food. You know, I'm far from the first person to make this. I like how I'm actually placing these. What I intended to do was to place like that. Now I gotta say, this patch isn't very rich. It's much larger than it is actually in terms of richness. Like, look, that's only 3K, 1K. It's kind of discheesing, honestly. And the Grand Prix, Quebec has a massive underground city. Does it really? That's cool. I would like to visit Quebec. I feel like it would be a cool place to see. Lots of history and such. And I would like to improve my French speaking. I've gone through phases where I've been better at it and then sort of just let the skill die off. Maybe someday I'll do like French streams. Be French Cat Day. Do you think Dr. Von Kitty would be popular amongst French speaking people? I don't know. How they survived all those years with all that snow. I mean, that makes sense. You know, it gets pretty cold. Pretty cold, as they say. I don't think anybody says that. Except for me. I say that. Hi, I'm they. Hi, Random Forge. How's it going, bestie? Welcome. F1 is alright. I think my friends really into it. Yeah, the whole racing scene. Yeah, I've never been much of a racing person. I mean, I've played like the Cars video game. PS2. Does that count? Put you into a second light. Oh god. Throwback to that horrifying piece of information. Big Sag. So how many is this? 105. Okay, I'm just gonna like assume. Let me do this real quick. A little gaming because I just want to pick these up. I'm gonna do my calculations around a lot less than that. Although I'm curious how much that turns out to be ultimately. Bonk. Kimpty kill everything. Well, there's no enemies. There's no hogs in this world. So, do the minerals replenish? No. So, when you run out of them, you're done. You gotta go get new ones. So, that is an obstacle. Yeah, have you started playing, by the way, Colonet? Have you gotten into the Factorio gaming yet? Destroy it all? I would rather not destroy my hard work. You know, I put a lot of work into this. I was trying very hard to do some gaming, you know? So 105 would produce 52.5. And in stone furnaces, it'd be like 100 something. 180. 170, 165, 166, 167, 168. Yes. Obviously, we're not going to do that many, but theoretically, we could. You have not yet? Well, I hope it goes well. Keep us posted on how your Factorio gameplay goes. You're either going to be the kind of person who plays it and is like, yeah, I see the appeal, but not for me, or you're going to end up playing, like, you know, a lot of it. Some of them work during the day and stuck with 3D printing tonight. 3D printing is cool. I've always been a little baffled by the concept of 3D printing. Like, people just print stuff. Like, 3D. I'm like, wow. That's kind of bonkers. It's a little bonkers. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought it was fake. You thought 3D printing was fake? You mean? When you first started? I mean, that kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really seem real. To be fair, a lot of sort of modern technology doesn't seem real. It's like you sort of know it exists, but it's like hard to kind of comprehend the way it is. Okay, so we're gonna place 30, so I want 9 left in my hand. So we're just gonna stick like to the middle-ish. That way I can sort of focus on the richest part of the patch. Like that. Close to printing organs. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that musical instrument has been around for so long, and now they're gonna 3D print it. I've got a hard time believing that one. Please laugh. Please, KEKW. I beg of you. I was thinking it. Dr. Von Kitty says it. So true, bestie. Not creative enough to make shit, be it an additive or subtractive devices, lathe or 3D printing. That's fair. Although with 3D printing, it's like, you don't necessarily have to design the stuff, right? You know, there's like, you can sort of purchase, like, let's say, you know, if you wanted to make like minis, you know, for Warhammer or Dungeons and Dragons or something, I'm sure you can like buy the actual like file or what. I don't really know how it works, to be honest, without necessarily having to have like the skill to make it yourself, which is kind of a neat concept. I think we're gonna flow upwards and then go left is my plan. And it should automatically underground. Just kidding, I don't have any undergrounds, so that's a problem. When you design your own, you have to account for undercuts and bracing. Yes, of course. Obviously, I know about accounting for underbracing and cuts. I would never not know such an obvious thing, because I know everything, because I'm perfect. Does the minifigs from the internet or make parts for telescopes? I gotta say, Lego minifigures still really poggers. I'm not gonna lie. I still think Lego minifigures are epic. Are epically cool. Okay, it's 15, so we're just gonna do a bit of a. We're gonna do a little side balancing. As a treat. Dr. Von Kitty can balance a little sides. As a treat. Okay, bonk, 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 bonk. Should I go ahead and design this? Or should I do copper as well? Yeah, let's go ahead and design this. Let's get coal over here as well. Other people's stuff, I'm not sure what I'd use after the first week and having owned one. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I guess you gotta know what you're gonna use it for. Otherwise, it's, you know, a large capital investment without much purpose. So I'm hoping this will be enough. We might need to add more mining drills, but for now it's probably fine. Using the big Legos so I could make things strong enough to stand on them. I see. Interesting. I just skimmed over that. I realized you make parts for your telescopes. You make telescopes, Colonet? That's incredibly cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore. I read the get minifigs on the internet part and started thinking about Lego minifigs and completely glossed over the actually interesting thing that you said, which is you make parts for telescopes. That's really cool. That is, as the kids say, quite poggers. I'm thinking this column here will sort of be where we do coal, because then it can split here to go over to copper. Oh, well, I guess I have 2 different coal lines currently. So maybe I don't even need to worry about that. I can just do this. Oh, nope, we're not going to underground through that rock. That would be a little silly. It'd be a little silly of me. I'm going to bring like that. I don't know where we'll turn. I guess like right here. I need to go right there, but like right here. Doop, doop, doop. And down and around. That's incorrect. Down and around. There we go. Also, I'm going to make a bunch more belts as we're doing this. In fact, I might as well go ahead and set up a little automated belts thing. Cancel that real quick. Make one more of these, and that should be sufficient. And then I'm gonna click this button a bunch of times, and it's gonna be poggers. Hi, Linseal, how's it going, bestie? You use a 3D printer to make phone cases, Raspberry Pi containers, and various small quality device things like wheelbarrow handles, cinders, and shelf risers. I see. So you are actually finding quite a bit of like daily use in terms of like doing life things with 3D printers. That's cool. I feel like it's a whole skill set that I do not possess, and I just don't have the willpower to invest in. How to do CNC and general machining. I don't know what CNC is. Command and Conquer? That's a video game. Boy howdy. I sure do love gaming. You know? I want a water jet? Yeah, of course. Water jets. Yeah. I sure do love those. 2 minute while waiting, parked currently. I hope your parking is going well, bestie. I hope you're having a good time, you know, parked, as the kids say. I don't think the kids say that. I'm gonna keep it real down. I don't think they say that. They simply do not. And a very small amount of D&D CNC NYC. What? I don't know what any of you are talking about. I don't know what CNC is. Computer numerically controlled? How does that, what is, like, automate parts making? I see. NYC CNC. Huh. Personally, I don't see and see what the big deal is. I have to sneeze. You beat me to the joke. I'm something of a gamer. Okay, I know I'm not going to be able to sneeze, and I'm kind of discheesed about it. I'm not going to lie. Do we need to do any more research? I don't think so. Command & Conquer: Heroes Revenge was the best. I've never actually played a Command & Conquer game, which is funny because like Command & Conquer is very much up my alley. Just never has happened. This is literally just a issue with inputs. There we go. See, now we're cooking with G Fuel. Could you theoretically... This may be a stupid question. Theoretically, if I had G Fuel, of course I had made the G Fuel, I put it in a pot, a magnetic pot, and put it on an induction stove to heat it up. Could I like cook ramen in that? Is that a thing that I could do? Could I boil G Fuel and like just use it for like cooking? Am I crazy? Is this insane of me to imagine? I don't know. This is gonna be really stupid of me, but I just emotionally I have to, and I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that a lot actually. That's fine. Okay. There's the coal. Epic. And now we should start getting that sweet iron. And how many should this be? 12, 14, 5, 19. Should be 29. Am I missing one? I think I probably missed one. We're probably good. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was not correct. Take a class that dealt with CNC. Put a bunch of words and numbers in computer and drill carved a cube made of some excuse me, some kind of plastic. Interesting. Sand, water at high speed and focus. I see you're all like good at crafting things, but I'll have you know, factorio. So not to flex or anything, but Mountain Dew ramen, Mountain Dew hard. Well, I am familiar with the Mountain Dew pickle because on Zen stream, twitch.tv/Zen, by the way, we watched a gentleman make Mountain Dew pickles, which was about as cursed as you might think. You know, you hear that. It's possible that you think, well, maybe it's not bad. No, it was pretty bad. I mean, it was cool. Like they sort of like took on the color and everything. Now I have to say, he made like Mountain Dew bubblegum, Mountain Dew ice cream, both of which I was pro. I was in favor of both of those things, and I'm not afraid to admit it. So we assume all those are gonna go out. So let's go like over here. It tastes like Mountain Dew. I mean, I would hope so. You know, I would personally feel a little scammed if it didn't. A little bit like I had been grifted. You know. So. Okay. I guess, will this line up? Oh, that's beautiful, actually. Actually, no, it's not. Because it needs to go. I'm trying to remember how this works. We want coal and iron. I think actually what we want to do is to do this. Like, this should work, right? No, it won't. It won't work. I'm actually trying to remember what you're supposed to do. I think you're supposed to do... Okay, some people are going to be discheesed at me for this. Wait, no. Okay, I remember what to do. It goes in like that. And then this outputs... No. Oh, God. This is all about throughput, by the way. Some people may be thinking, why the hell am I doing this? It's for throughput purposes. There's a reason for doing it. Let me just do this. Because then it should split like that. Actually, roughly correct. If I make this coal on the left, that should work properly. Right? Yes. Very epic. Very pog. And split like that. Excellent. Okay. You want to ask, you underground a whole lot, but can you go elevated? You cannot. I think there is a mod maybe that adds like elevated construction. But I've never used it, if it does in fact exist. Now in Satisfactory, which is sort of like a 3D factorio sort of thing. Thank you, the cat467, for following. Welcome. Love your username. I am something of a cat myself, believe it or not. But yeah, it's kind of like a 3D factorio. I mean, it's different in some ways, but it does have elevation. You can actually like sort of build in like the Y or Z axis, whatever you want to call it. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to the cat stream. You'll fit right in with that username. Yes, meowdy, as they say. The cat is my MMA nickname. Okay, that's pretty cool. Dr. Von Kitty is my name. Yep. So, great levels by using different underground belts underneath themselves. Yeah, I mean, you can, okay, I can't show because I don't have red belts. If basically an underground belt, you know, goes like this, but there's different colors of underground belts that you can do. So there's red and blue. So you can do what's called threading and put them like under each other. So then you can actually technically fit 3 belts within one area. So that's kind of, I guess, in a way, but obviously, you know, you're not going up. I guess you're theoretically going further down. You're a mixed martial artist. Yeah, what weight class? Cat weight. Is that impressive or bad? I don't know. It'll be 24 on each side. We assume that's the middle. Have a good bed, Sasuka. Have a good bedge, as they say. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, fantastic, amazing, epic, and poggers rest of your evening. Doop doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Oh, the bedge emote. That's nice. 155 pounds. I don't know if that's good or not. 6'7". That's pretty tall. That's pretty tall, as they say. It's funny because no one says that. Let's remove these because don't want them there. And then yeah, I mean, I guess we might as well just be compact about it. And then we can make this bad boy tileable like that. And then we should just be able, I guess I can do this as well. I should just be able to copy paste it. Actually slept with a nightcap? I have never slept with a nightcap. I don't know why one would sleep with a nightcap. I assume there's some purpose to it. We need 24 on each side. Maybe I should split it into 2. How many is this total? 20. So it would be, nah, I mean, that's not terrible. Like, really, I mean, that's the 48, right? Yeah, we might as well do that. Top 1,000 martial artists in the world. Well, congratulations. That's quite poggers. I'm in the top 7 billion. Actually, we're getting closer to like 8 billion now. I think it was a good way to keep your head warm at night. I see. Interesting. Silk pillowcase would do a better job of that. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, that would make sense to protect one's hair from the elements. Personally, you know, I don't do that because, you know, I'm a cat. And as a cat, you know, we groom our hair. So, yeah, no nightcaps. I mean, I could wear a nightcap. I could put one on right now if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. You have 3 stripes of hair? Not true.
Whoa?
Simply not true.
Steps on a landmine and blows up.
A scram for your thoughts, Shrimps Jam.
Thank you, Lord Soul, for the scrimp. I really appreciate it. Besting also, well, you know, thank you for the 4 months or whatever, but thank you for the scrimp. I appreciate it. How's it going, Bestie? You being what it is, probably safe to say 7 billion if only including adults. That's true. I'm actually curious, though, what the exact world population. 7.753 billion as of 2020. Oh, according to worldometers.info, no clue if that's accurate, says that it's 7.967 billion currently. That's like remarkably close to 8 billion. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. If you hat hair, and yeah, I get terrible hat hair. Well, so I don't know what switching parts is like, and that's fair. I mean, those people in Australia, I see that's the real question. Some amount. 2020 census, how else could the rest of the world do it? I mean, I assume it's like an approximation type thing. I don't imagine that they're counting like every single person. I assume there is some degree of statistics and, you know, other wizardry involved. But yeah, I don't think it would ever be possible to get like an exact. Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Yeah, I mean, I guess any head count of that size would be an approximation, right? Bitch, I'm a cat. Bitch, I'm a cat. Bitch, I'm a cat. I go meow. 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 Thank you, TW, for raiding, Bestie. I really appreciate it. How's it going? How was your stream? How was Zelda? Hello. Oh, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope your stream was poggers. Were you doing, the thing that I don't know what it's called, but it's like where it's like random. Is it called randomizer? You have mastered 27 different martial arts. To be keep it real with you, Bestie, I didn't know there were that many. But I'll take your word for it. It's pretty poggers. Yeah, everyone's brain chipped at birth will know for sure. Darn right. I had my brain chipped. And of course, the effect of the brain chipping was to make me pretend to be a cat on the internet, because society meant that I needed to do that. I filled a very important niche within society, which was the pretend to be a cat on the internet niche. Oh, you were indeed doing randomizer. I've never fully understood how the whole randomizer thing works. I'll be honest with you. That doesn't really seem like feasible. 190 different martial arts in the world. Arts, so karate differentiates. You're in the right place. Well, I think you're in my place, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm in your place. But thank you. I appreciate it. A cat chip near the shoulder blade? Yes, of course. That is exactly where I was chipped. Because I'm a cat. A real one, in fact. Also, I have to make the joke. Randomizer hardly know her. Sorry. Just I had to. I hope you all understand. You wanted sit still. I just couldn't. I couldn't focus. I was too busy gaming. They were like, Mr. Dr. Von Kitty, sir, please. We need to put this chip in you so you'll pretend to be a cat on the internet. And entertain people with your hee hee ha ha funnies. And I was like, no, Mr. Doctor Man, I'm too busy gaming. So that was a bit of a recreation of what's happening. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain. It do be raining a little bit out there. Jesus. The flood is happening, I guess. Make a few more power poles. Okay, I don't want to... Okay, it won't connect, so we're good. I'm not quite prepared to connect it all together yet. Rain here recently. Nothing wrong with a little... Oh! I don't know why that scared me so bad. Thank you, Green Analysis, for following. Welcome. I hope you're having a poggers day today. Dare I say, I hope you're having an epic and poggers day today. Oh, whoa. It's funny because it's not. You know? So true, bestie. Sometimes I so true bestie myself. I don't know if that's something I should be ashamed of or not, but I do it. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I recognize that perhaps it should be a shameful thing. Autumn starts this month. That's crazy. That's kind of pog wild. Didn't start here till October. Well, the thing about October is that I hardly know her. You've done a number of different things. Sword fighting sounds kind of poggers, I'll be honest. I would like to sword fight. I think I'd be a pretty good sword fighter. You know, do a little slash, little boom boom pow, as they say in the industry. And by industry, I mean the sword fighting industry. Is there like a sword fighting industry? Like, is there like big sword fighting and it's like, you know, Mr. Swordman who like creates all the swords in the world, and like he has a vested interest in sword fighting being like a big thing as a result? Probably, right? Okay, we're literally just going to copy paste this exact thing. We're gonna keep it, but I'm just gonna flip it. And that's what we're gonna do for copper. It's gonna be quite epic. You would probably get stabbed, that's true. Arnis. I'm not going to read all that, but thank you. That is interesting information. Let's clear all of this out. And remove this. Also, I'm going to start making all the stuff I'm going to need. In fact, I'm going to need more stone, believe it or not. Luckily, I have quite a bit of that. We can't escape Wikipedia around here. We really can't. You know, nothing like I really should do more Dr. Von Kitty Reads Wikipedia streams. I gotta say that was remarkably entertaining. Maybe I can find more cat-related Wikipedia articles to read. Oh, that was foolish of me. There's HEMA, historical European martial arts, basically sword, mace, and axe fighting. I see. Can you like do all of those sort of like in combination, or like how does that? Like, can I battle, like, if I use an axe, can I battle someone with a mace, or is it, like, they have to be separate? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I think you're a good streamer. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sincerely. I assume it's the same numbers. So we need 30, so I need to... 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough stuff. Sag. Martial arts is not what I think when I see FMA. I mean, I think of Full Metal Alchemist. Which apparently, not to flex my anime knowledge or anything, apparently there's 2 different Full Metal Alchemists. There's the original one, which was made before the manga finished. And then there was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which they made after the manga, so they have different endings. And sort of a number of people have different opinions on which one is better or not. You're completely skilled with a sword and staff. I see. Can you cast magic spells with your staff? I wish I had a staff with which I could cast magic spells. That would be pretty epic, honestly. Duh, I don't know what you're saying duh to. I don't know if it was like the Full Metal Alchemist stuff or if it was casting magic spells. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was about the staff thing. Been training it for 18 years. I'm glad to hear that. I'm kind of running out of things to say to the whole martial arts thing. I'm happy for you, but like I don't know how much else I can contribute here to this information. You glue a magnet to your staff, you can. That's true. I mean, magnets are magic, as we have long since established on the Dr. Von Kitty stream. They are a magical thing, and it is very poggers. Cast telekinesis. I think you mean telecatnesis. Am I right, gamers? It's funny because I'm a cat. Nope. You're not saying that. No, thank you. We don't talk like that here. The only spell they cast is Break Your Bone with the staff. I mean, I guess, I don't know if I would call that a spell necessarily. Ferrofluids, sorry, no problem. We don't make jokes like that around here. I mean, sometimes I do. That's because I'm the streamer and I get to do what I want. Well, within reason. Mr. Bezos still gets to oversee what I do. Ferrofluids. Perhaps feral fluids, if you will. We want to do what Arax was doing earlier. And sort of do a little uwu combination. Okay, let's grab these. Ferrofluids is something else. That's fair. That is quite fair. Not more iron gear wheels. What about me? I was talking about the combination of ferrofluids and feral into ferrofluids. Like you were doing earlier when you were talking about Homestuck or whatever the fuck you were talking about. That was why I mentioned your name. Like baby cat, yes, when you called me a baby cat because you're too cowardly to call me a kitten. Exactly. So you get it. Okay. The iron shaving spin in yes. We were watching videos of that on the cat stream yesterday. And marveling at the technology. So these corners are not very rich. Kind of sad. So there's a webcomic about COVID lockdown. I don't think so. I think it predates COVID. You're a Navy SEAL. That's cool. I'm a Navy cat. That's a lie. I'm not Navy colored. I am a cat though, a real one. So it's pretty epic. Pretty cool. Makes sense if you spell. Yeah, we were talking about the other day, like how you clean it. I guess you just use magnets. Okay, this would be quite discheesing. They're the most elite people in the U.S. military. Thank you for the knowledge. I will definitely carry that on. I don't know what I'm going to use that knowledge for, but believe me, when I need it, I will have it, and I'll have you to thank. Okay, we have that set up. I kind of want to cover that as well. I think that covers pretty much everything. Just as the butt of a joke. Oh, home stuck. 'Cause you're stuck at home. Oh. I get it now. This is my character arc. I understand now. I thought for a second this was saying I need to deconstruct this drill. No, it's that there's a rock in the way. I feel really stupid. I feel like ashamedly stupid right now. For not getting that. I'm gonna sag. I'm gonna sag at my own moral failings. Okay, so I need to use all of these drills. Let's see how much we can avoid. We should theoretically be able to avoid getting on the stone for a while, which would be nice. Gordon, have you a good day? Have a good day at work. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna do this like so. Now, one thing I would like to do is be epic, but that may be a pipe dream. I think what I'm gonna do actually is blow up and die. Be 7 would be 17, so like 8-ish, a little over 8. I'm gonna do a little gaming because I must. This is quite actually. I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do this. It'll be quite epic. Bump. I don't know why I did that. Don't know what though. I guess because it'll make the blueprint do the thing, which is nice. Not that it really matters. Oh, I didn't think about this though. We should actually not do that. Everything I just did was stupid and unacceptable morally. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. How's our best doing? We're doing a little gaming, as they say. We're going maximum gamer right now. I gotta say, the fact that I've done 3 cat streams in a row and did like a Saturday stream, I don't know. Something's in the water, I guess, because that is unlike me. Very rarely do I ever stream on Saturdays. It's simply just not something that I do. I don't like that happened. That discheeses me, actually. I'm discheesed by what just occurred. Make a few more of these. We'll do like that. There we go. I don't want that blueprint. And then right here, we're gonna do a 3-to-1. And this is so extra and unnecessary, but I'm doing it because I can. And really, nobody is capable of stopping me. That's sort of like the Dr. Von Kitty conceit, if you will, is that no one knows how to stop me. Like no one knows sort of the magic words, right? Like the magic spell, like Caddis shitty contentus, you know? Like that's the magic spell. I just gave it away. I gave my secret up. Now you know the magic spell to make me stop streaming. And if you cast it, I'll never stream again. It'd be pretty sad, wouldn't it? I should have put this down first. I'm kind of displeased at myself for not doing that. But it's fine. I really do be like that sometimes. I really do. Sometimes when I'm streaming, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Like I'm not even thinking about like talking to like a theoretical like person in chat or like group of people in chat. I'm just talking to myself. In a way, the Dr. Von Kitty stream is almost like watching a man slowly devolve into madness. Like you can watch my stream like reality TV, you know? Like it doesn't need to be like, oh, you're a viewer and I'm talking to you. Like obviously that's a component, but you can really just watch it like, man, this guy's unhinged. I imagine some people do that, to be fair. I would do it if I were a viewer and Dr. Von Kitty wasn't me. I would watch Dr. Von Kitty just to like watch sort of the breakdowns. Make us all characters, I suppose, in a way. I mean, you're all like the voices in my head canonically. So I like how I say canonically, as if that makes any sense. What is sort of the meow of the whole situation is kind of what I'm wondering right now. I'm being very wasteful with my radars. Why is there only one radar operation? I thought I had 2. If we're all characters, I'm the main character. Well, I mean, that's just objectively false. Like, you're welcome to say that. Like, I won't take that from you, but it's just not true. Oh, I must have removed the other radar. I see. True, you agree that Araxica is the main character? See, I can't get behind that. I'm afraid it's unacceptable to me. I want this to go here. So we're gonna do that very epically. Yes. Excellent. Excellent, gamers. That's the kind of gaming content that I was looking for. Am I gonna side balance at the end here? No. Because I'm improving. You're the cool uncle character who gets the loudest applause when he goes on set. That's you, bestie. 100% that's you. I've canonized it. Hello, Drop Wells. How's it going, bestie? For all paid actors, where's my salary? Here you go. Here's your salary. Also, you get meow dollars for watching the stream. So in a way, that is kind of a salary. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's been a while. How you been? My kitty is the main antagonist. Confirmed. Honestly, I would be okay with Araxica being considered like the protagonist as long as I'm the main antagonist. And also, like, all of the fans like adore me. You know how that happens in shows sometimes, where like there's the protagonist and everybody doesn't give a shit about them and is like crazy about the antagonist. That's what the Dr. Von Kitty stream should be. That's what I've decided. Whenever I hear this, I always wonder if it's the Carl Weezer version or not. Like Doof. Well, I mean, people like the other main characters too. Like, it's kind of weird because sort of the Doofenshmirtz versus Perry the Platypus situation is like a B plot, and they're sort of like the main protagonist of the B plot. Which I guess one could argue like there's sort of like a main plot, and like me and Araxica are like the main antagonist and protagonist of the B plot. But I don't know what the A plot would be. Let's be honest, probably like the Luna the Gamer Cat stream or something. Hello, White Blah Boy. How's it going, bestie? Welcome. Are you trying to imply something here? I'm trying to imply that I'm beloved and you're hated. Everyone hates you. They're like, man, I hate that Araxica person. If only she was more like Dr. Von Kitty. If only she didn't make Homestuck jokes. But that's what the Dr. Von Kitty viewers say. They all tell me in secret. They whisper in my ear. Because you see, you think, oh, well, you're in chat. Like, I'm hearing you talk right now. And that's sort of, you know, like, oh, you're the voices in my head. No, I hear all of you at nighttime when I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep. I hear your voices. They speak to me. They tell me what to do. It's great. Sometimes I wonder if people watch my stream and get concerned about me. Like, they hear me say something like that and they just have like a twinge of doubt. Like, is he making that up or is that true?
Well,
you know?
What's this?
Oh, whoa?
Steps on a
Oh,
line
freaking whoa? Alenzio! Lol, thank you, Bestie, for resubscribing for 7 months. That is incredibly epic of you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Bestie. Twitch chat just played his cave for the cat in the waste. Yes, absolutely, Bestie. Apparently, Alenzio has played games and demos. You don't stream, right? Like, you haven't like secretly started streaming without telling anyone? You're doing poorly. I'm sorry to hear that, Bestie. Well, I hope the cat stream makes you feel a little better. You know, he claims I'll sting Homestuck goof until it takes two. I will just ban you. I'll just get rid of you. I'll just cast you out and you'll be unwelcome in the cat stream. But the funny thing is that 100% people are gonna like you and like more than me, and they'll be like, man, Araxia, I wish you were the streamer, and I wish Dr. Von Kitty was your moderator. And then I'm gonna cry myself to sleep, and the voices will stop talking to me, and I'll start acting out as a result. But it's fine. Streamer day, what are you talking about? Yeah, no streams. Okay. I wasn't sure for a second. It would be entirely possible, I think, especially if your Twitch isn't connected to your Discord, such that like it shows when you're streaming. Like, I don't know how you would know that the person is streaming. You know, like just secretly do it, unaware. Because I imagine I would see, you know, in the old Discord, little bubble goes borple. It's to be a borple bubble, as they say. I need to stop saying as they say. It's one of my filler terms that I use when I don't know what else to say. I say as they say, and I need to stop doing it. I do that a lot, to be fair. I have a lot of filler terms. I imagine most people who watch me frequently just kind of filter them out. But usually check your profile when you ever meet here. No, I do. Constantly. It's all I ever do, actually. Just do that. As they say is one of your funnier filler terms. Well, first of all, I hardly know her terms. But second of all, well, as they say, so yeah, that's what I think about that. Now, this is problematical, and the reason it's problematical is that I'm going to cry. So that's sort of what we're grappling with here. But it's fine. You really do be like that sometimes. It really do be do, you know? You do it as one does. Sometimes you just gotta do it as one does, as they say. Remember you building that thing? This thing? Like this right here? This thing that I'm building? I don't know why there's no furnace here. Maybe not. I mean, we just built it. Like over here. Oh, I mean, I built it before, if that's what you mean. Like in old Factorio streams in the past. This is kind of just the standard array, if you will. So usually it just kind of looks like, I mean, you can do, I'm sure there's like variations and stuff, but this is the one I've always built just because, you know, gaming and all that. We do a little gaming. I gotta say, I felt like I wasn't being very productive, but I've been actually decently productive getting these two arrays done for smelting. And I have decided I think I'm going to use this iron down here. It had pipes. You're probably thinking of my oil processing that I was really proud of, that I built. That is probably what you're thinking of. Doop. I probably need more power poles. Like so. Let's get rid of that. I don't know, did I just disconnect something important? I disconnected that. Well, you know. But they do be like that, as they say. I say collapsing. I gotta say, I feel like one of my more underrated jokes is the as they like, or just generally like something collapsing, or like dies, or you know, generally if it would have asterisks. Sometimes, do you ever speak with asterisks? I do that sometimes. Sometimes I find myself speaking in asterisks. It's just like, I don't know, something like action text. Yeah, it's just like some sort of normal communication just doesn't quite cut it. you know. I need that little bit of role play. Inject a little bit of role play into it. For emphasis, hey, do you want to hear a funny joke? I'm gonna put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. You know? I'm making more green circuits. Emphasis with slashes. I do both. It really, it depends, like, situationally, the effect of that emphasis, like asterisk versus slashes, is different. Like it has different power, you know. So I would say I do them interchangeably. The more I fail to place them in the correct crowd first, I try to be reserved about it. Are you like action text or like doing it for emphasis? Because yeah, for action text, it's kind of been like a little sort of, you know, both. That's fair. It's kind of been a little bit like, oh man, that's cringe to do. But like, I feel like it kind of works, you know. I mean, it's kind of a useful thing to have. Touched me a lot. I made the text change color. Oh yeah, I remember back when it made it do that. I think maybe that, or it's one of those false memories. You know, you'll have that happen to you. You just make fake memories in your head and or convince yourself that they're real. I should just make this into a blue, shouldn't I? Actually, I'm gonna do let's do a little gaming. We do a little trolling, little trollery here in the Dr. Monagitty stream. Got on belts right now. Get a few more irons. Epic. Grab those. I don't even what did I need them for? Well, I need another radar. That would be a nice to have. Put that squarely in the nice to have camp. Crafters the smart pre-automation way, yeah. Love what you need in advance. Yeah, it just makes life easier. I'm trying to be smart with this playthrough, you know. Trying to make some smart cat decisions. I won't pretend like I've made many of them in my time, but I'd like to think that I've learned in my time. I've learned to be more based and less cringe. If such a thing is even possible. And I recognize many would dispute the possibility of such a thing, and that's okay. I don't hold it against you. Now this is epic, I say, collapsing. It's funny because I collapsed. We did a little bit of a collapsing. I don't mean to click on that. That's fine. So what was I doing? What was I making? Something, maybe. Been a pretty good playthrough so far. Missing what I've seen. I'm doing my best. I was making these, wasn't I? I'm trying. We'll see how much it lasts. It could very much kind of go awry. You know, I remember I have a very like a core memory of being like 14. I was like in I guess 9th grade probably. And I pronounced awry like Ari. One of my friends made like incessant fun of me for it, and it's like a core memory for me. But I'm still kind of like, why is it pronounced awry and not Ari? You know, like I'm just saying. You know, we just accept that things are pronounced the way that society tells us they are, and you know, maybe it's okay to be a sheep, but I'm just saying. I realize that this is a little cringe. I should do this. That's less cringe. I should do that over there as well. Very epic. Since I learned to be something since it's kind of BS. Like, I get it to some extent. Where is the H in issue? Where is it? Are you saying it should be issue? Honestly, well, to be fair, this is another Wikipedia rabbit hole I find myself going down, or like proposals to reform the English language. That's another one I find myself frequently falling down. Because there's a bunch here, you know, we're going down the rabbit hole, gamers. We're doing it. Because there's some that actually give you examples like of them written out. Proposals to reform the English language. List of language reforms, okay. No, there's a different article. English complicated, that's true. Will this give us like a list where it shows some examples? List of reforms. Things to receive and produce. Pronunciation may fuck it up. Just let me know and move on. That's fair. Yeah. But... And, like, I mean, I get it. Like, I would say there's sort of, like you're saying, like, laughing with me. Like, there's kind of a division where it's, like, you know, haha funny, like, oh, you pronounced it wrong, versus, like, mocking somebody. Because it's just, there's so many words, and it's so inconsistent that it's just, like, kind of, I don't know. Kind of silly. A little bit sussy. Apparently, Benjamin Franklin was very pro reforming English language. Here, let me just open some examples that we can go through. But yeah, this one is cool. That one has no examples, so we don't care. And Esperanto Franklin, was he a pioneer of Esperanto? I didn't know that. That's not. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. To be fair, a lot of these actually got used. No, we're not gonna do that one because it's dumb. Sound spell. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Will you give me a paragraph written in it though? Because that's really what I'm looking for. Yeah, here we go. German, every letter has a sound. Germans have the problem where they make up new words all the time. Through the annual list of top 10 best worst new words. I mean, we kind of do a similar thing with like slang and stuff. Like, it's not unusual for slang to kind of be adopted as like official words that we use. This isn't slang. Well, I mean, slang can become new words though. You know, like selfie is an example. I mean, that's not new, but yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, does one give cool examples? No. It doesn't, so I don't care. Or yeet. Yeah, I say yeet sometimes. I went through a strong yeet phase when yeet was popular slang. Can't say I've really used it very much recently. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, that one is terrible. I hate that. Here, let me do it in the order that I opened them. Okay. So here's some examples of proposals to reform the English language. So typically it's like dropping, changing letters, all kinds of stuff, spelling, that kind of thing. Primarily an attempt to make it more accessible. Mirror selfies are pretty old. That's true. Selfies of your reflection and not you. I mean, that's a fair distinction to make, I think. Like selfie sort of like, oh, taking a picture of a mirror versus like, you know, hold like on the selfie stick or like holding the phone out in front of you or whatever. Kind of a different vibe. Okay. NPR article in German's expansive language? Sure. Here we go. So this is called cut spelling, which has several different rules to change it to make spelling simpler. So we have, here's an example of a paragraph in cut spelling. When readers first see cut spelling, as in the sentence, they often hesitate slightly, but then quickly become accustomed to the shortened words and soon find text in cut spelling as easy to read as traditional orthography. But it is the writer who really appreciates the advantages of cut spelling, as many of the troublesome uncertainties have been. See, this is like so radically different. Like, it's kind of hard to, like, I can read it quite easily. And like I see, like, look at the rocket technology. Like, it makes sense. Like a lot of these changes. It is funny to see words that say the same, like during and space and, you know, applications of all things stays the same. Something amazing pic taken in 1839. But yeah, but I don't think they called it a selfie back then. I think the point is that the word selfie was penned, you know, within the last like 10, 15 years. I don't think they called it a selfie back then. If they did, like, I'll you know, egg on my face, but yeah, so this is one. It's also funny to see that the Russian name, you know, feels a little bit bulky in comparison. Humans writing stuff in Fallout. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, it is almost like text speech, you know, where you like shorten words and stuff. And there's this one, which I think is more based on like the like trying to spell words like they sound. Somebody read 1 or 2 decades ago, having you fill in dropped letters. Yeah, I mean, the proposals have been around for like a long time. with like different ideas about things to do, and a lot of them I think share like similar, like this is a thing to change. This one I'm not a huge fan of. It was on the first day of the new year the announcement was made, almost simultaneously from 3 observatories, that the motion of the planet Neptune, the outermost of all planets that wheel about the sun, had become very erratic. A retardation in the velocity had been suspected in December. Then a faint remote spark of light was discovered in the region of the perturbed planet. Like, it's readable, but I gotta say I think I like cut spelling better. Like, this one feels more like a proper language, to be fair. Like, I read this and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a language. But this one feels more accessible and feels more like a sensible reform. Versus this one just feels unnecessarily complicated. Like, I'm sure, like, you read all this, it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. I wonder if there's a criticism section. Some of them have criticism sections. But I guess you're kind of limited in, like, how far. Now, some, like, I think French recently went through, like, a big reform type thing. As no English thoroughly first language succeed at cut spelling. Well, I mean, I guess that's sort of the problem, right? Is that the reform is going to require a lot of people to learn new stuff, forget old stuff, and that kind of thing. But like, if the idea is to shorten words and make them simpler, and try to be more consistent with like substitutions of things and the reduction and all that stuff, seems like it would be easier for somebody who English isn't their first language. I could be wrong about that. You know, I can't say that I've spoken a different language other than English as my first. But it seems like accessible to me. But then there's this one, which seems decently similar and doesn't seem to change too terribly much. Similarly, your mind is reading this automatically without even thinking about it. It is cool how I can do that, you know? Versus I imagine somebody who is not, English is not their first language and is not like fluent in it, like conversationally fluent, would have a hard time. I mean, even if you probably were, I don't know, maybe that would be a hard time. Got that sweet leet speak. It is cool how the substitutions work though. It's like QWERTY, more efficient. Especially QWERTY was originally developed as efficient as possible to keep typing machines from jamming. What are the other like Dvorak? Okay, now we gotta look that up. How would you think is texting is over 100 years? I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's not like a novel concept, like, you know, to do like OMG for oh my god. Like, there's lots of times that's been used. But obviously you think about it very much in terms of like internet texting type stuff. I'm not a huge fan of this one, to be honest. Although I gotta say, I mean, it makes like some simpler changes. But anyway. And then finally this one. There's some others, but they didn't have... Oh god. Cringe. 407 years ago, our fathers, like, the double... Oh, I don't like that. This one's just ugly. I hate this. I hate this a lot. And I hate how many of the words that feel like they should be changed are not. Like consecrated, engaged, portion. Like a lot of these feel like they should be changed and they're not. And it just cheeses me. Okay, let me look up the Dvorak keyboard. It does seem to be very fond of double letters. I guess that's to help with like the sounds or something. Or uncommon words, that would make sense. Let's see, Dvorak keyboard. The oldest known use of OMG would be into a letter to Winston Churchill. Huh, that's interesting. Oh. Here's the Dvorak keyboard. It's faster and more ergonomic. Less finger motion, less errors, increased typing speed, less repetitive strain injuries. Huh. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I'm very like fluent in a QWERTY keyboard, so yeah, I mean it's sort of the same thing problem I have with my editing software. I use an old editing software. Or Paint, another great example, I use Paint.net. Because I didn't have Photoshop, and I could get Photoshop now, but I've used Paint.net so much that I'm like very good at it, It's like, is it really worth the effort to learn the new thing? Probably in the long term, but I don't want to put in the short term effort, you know? And keyboard, and I still can't do Dvorak Sag. Why is it called Dvorak? It doesn't appear to be, it doesn't say Dvorak anywhere. I'm sure it says somewhere in here. Oh, it's called that because of August Dvorak. I see. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. I needed Dvorak at work at the time, so I couldn't switch. That makes sense. First line, yeah, imagine reading. It couldn't be. Oh my god. Well. Huh. Somebody's very... Now, let me say this. There is a decent chance that the person who wrote this article used a Dvorak keyboard. Because, like, the type of people who would be really interested in writing and editing the article in Wikipedia about this specific keyboard layout would 100% be the people who use that keyboard layout. So, they fucking sped through it. Just a straight zoom. Right through. Versions of... Sources for any opinion. Well, yeah, but like I'm not saying they're making shit up in here. I'm just saying like most likely they'd be writing with that keyboard. I'm not saying that they're deceiving the public. Like the Dvorak group of people is engaged in a massive conspiracy to defraud Wikipedia users like I. The offset nature of the keyboard is written of typewriters. Arms couldn't overlap, so each key is done with the key above it. Make ISO or ortholinear. I guess all the keys are... Oh, that makes sense. That'd be weird. Encyclopedias can't be cited. Yeah. When they always say, like, oh, go read the sources. I will say, generally, the distinction that people often make is that large, sort of broader topics are very good. Just because, one, they have a lot of eyes on them, and two, there's just a lot of sources. The more niche you go, the more likely it is like one random person has written an article and like they have found like swaths like in different languages, but also like in English Wikipedia, just like fake stuff. There's actually a whole page on Wikipedia that you can find. I've been recently into Wikipedia that talks about hoaxes on Wikipedia. In fact, I'll pull this up because I was looking at it the other day. Wikipedia hoaxes. They just found one a couple months ago. Yeah, here we go. This article here. It was an article on The Heat Is On TV series, which was made up entirely. But it was created on July 10, 2005 and was only deleted on July 24, 2022. So for 17 years... Wikipedia had an article for a TV series that did not exist, which is just such a fascinating concept to think about. Get to philosophy, we absolutely can. But this is all the page was. Right here. It was just made up. And like they had like this one source that I guess was just complete nonsense. But anyway. It's kind of cool to scroll through this. Keys will still be better. Finger range. Fingers move aren't square. I have no idea. A fictitious cryptid? What? Oh, the guild antelope? I don't know. I assume that they're saying that it's like a folk story or something. And it has no basis in reality. Hi, Awkward. How's it going, bestie? If student cited Wikipedia on an assignment. When you can't cite Wikipedia necessarily, but I think if you're just trying to learn about topics, it's great. Especially if it's like, I want to go learn about biology. That's going to be great. The further down I go into specifics, like most cryptids, yeah, but like I'm sure that you can find sources out there. Like, you know, here's a book out here where this group of people has said, oh, there happens to be a lizard creature that lives in this swamp, you know? Versus sources. The source is describing a thing, right? People have said, hey, this is a thing that exists. It doesn't exist. It's made up. That's the whole idea of a cryptid. But people say it is. It's like the chupacabra, for example. Nobody is saying chupacabra is real, but I'm sure I can find sources that describe communities and people that believe in chupacabra. I assume that no such thing exists for the gilt antelope, which I hate that it's an antelope, because now I'm thinking about the whole Zen thing. Sure, and publish it, and there's your source? No, you can't do that, because it has to be significant in some way. There's like rules for significance on Wikipedia. I can't just go write a story. I can't go make a Dr. Von Kitty article right now and say, well, Dr. Von Kitty is a thing, right? I came up with him. One, I'm not significant, and two, is the one who created him. I can't make the article, so we should not actually verify reliable sources. I mean, that's true. I mean, I think we have to recognize that like all possible information in the world is flawed, right? Like, I'm not going to find something like just, you know, I can say is 100% objectively true. So science analysts whether cryptid, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Dr. McKay is a cryptid? Yes, absolutely. What was I going to look up? I forgot what I was going to look up. Oh, get to philosophy from the Dvorak page. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we will do that. Dr. Von Kitty playing Factorio, by the way. I'll start the timer. Okay, here we go. So the mission is click on the first link in every single... Yes, Dr. Von Kitty playing Factorio, by the way. You click on the first link in every article, and you can go to the second if you have to get out of a loop. And theoretically, and you don't count these, you just count these. Theoretically, you will always get back to philosophy, electronics, physics, natural science, branches, formal sciences, science, builds, empirical, proposition, logic, reasoning, consciously, sentience, feelings, emotion, mental states, mind, phenomena, philosophy, done. They say any article, assuming you skip from like loops and stuff, you will get back to philosophy. It's just a fun little game to play. And there's also like games to like get from articles to articles and stuff, and like all kinds of stuff. So the games sort of things on computer engineering stories. Yeah, I don't know if it still exists, but there used to be a like internet website. I sound like such a boomer then. There used to be an internet website where the youths would go and they would get on the Wikipedia encyclopedia. And they would go from one page of this Wikipedia to another page of this Wikipedia. I'm holding my hand up, you know, like a boomer. That's sort of what I'm doing right now. Anyway, Dr. McKinney playing Factorio, by the way. That was quite the derail. It wouldn't be a Factorio stream. I'm trying to think. I wonder if I've ever had like a Factorio stream. Special random. Use this link and play the game. Oh, I see. Okay, so you could do this. Okay, I just got some random Bolivian politician. I wonder if this random Bolivian politician will take us back to philosophy. Bolivia. Landlocked country, state, Germany. I think you skip these links as well. Central Europe, continent, land masses, region, geography, science. Yeah, once you get back to science, you ultimately get back to philosophy. So there you go. People not completing or competing pick a starting point and end point. Go from one to the other using only tanks. When was one who did these pages? That makes sense. There's actually I don't know what it's called, but there's like one that actually does it for you. Sets it up. Pause champ. But once you get back to science, you get back to philosophy because that's where we went last time. Typically, I think that's what happens: is you get to science and science takes you back. You get to science or knowledge, and it takes you back to philosophy. So in science, we're gonna have the philosophy endings. I wonder if like that's a problem that they have, is people trying to manipulate it for that. Oh, you're done. Oh, sorry, I missed that. A synthetic CDO, collateralized debt obligation, is a variation of a CDO that generally uses credit default swaps and the derivative. Of course. How have you not heard of the synthetic collateralized debt obligation? I synthetic collateralized debt obligation all the time. It's one of my favorite pastimes. You know, that's the list. Number 1, pretend to be a cat on the internet. Number 2, do some gaming. Number 3, synthetic collateralized debt obligations. You know how it be. That's what nuked us in 2008. I see. Interesting. I've never heard of it before. And frankly, I have no desire to learn any more about it. It's be brutal on people not already acquainted with the topic because they use the jargon. Yeah, I mean that can be a major problem. I mean, it depends on the article too. Like how much there's actually like I think only English has it, but like simple Wikipedia is a thing that's designed. I need to go get more green circuits. Designed to give more simple introductions to topics and stuff. Although sometimes it's interesting just to read and like not understand some of it, because like reading things that you don't understand, it can be very educational. You can learn a lot from it, which I guess kind of seems, I mean, not super, but it seems a little bit. Huge fan of those articles either. That's fair. I mean, it's not for everyone. There's a lot of flaws. In fact, one thing I like about Wikipedia is they have a lot of meta articles. And they have like a great one that talks about like flaws and issues with Wikipedia. And typically they're written from like a more like conversational style. It's interesting. I would recommend if you're curious and learning more about the stated flaws of Wikipedia. That is a good place to look. Okay. Got all that good. Now we're gonna make some more inserters. Very epic, very poggers. And then figure out where I stopped right here. This is a lot of inserters. And I hardly knowers. So that's sort of a problem. I'm keeping it real with you. Why this is problematical? What is that from today or is that an old clip? From today? What did I say? I don't remember. This is a classic example of me saying thing and not remembering it. Now this is problematical, and the reason it's problematical is that I'm going to cry. So that's sort of what we're grappling with here. I have no recollection of saying that. This is the problem with streaming, is that I will just like start talking and I will not even like mentally process it. Like I will find things I say funny because I don't remember saying them. Talk to me like I'm 5 old down versions. When some word phrase, just stop and look that up. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a great philosophy to have for learning though. Because, you know, people come from different baselines of knowledge, right? And we shouldn't like exclude them from accessing knowledge because they don't have the same baseline of education or knowledge, right? So if you can give people, and especially because it's like, maybe I just want to learn about, you know, like physics, but I don't want to be a physicist to do it. I never went to college. Yeah, I mean, like, but I don't necessarily see how that's an argument in favor of not boiling things down. In fact, that should be an argument against, is that not everybody's going to have a college or classical education. And it should be good to have ways to introduce people to topics that don't necessarily have the access to them. And like certainly some people might have access to resources outside of like formal education or something. But anyway, that's my hot take. It's a pretty lukewarm take, to be fair. Let's clear this out. Guys, 5 doctorates to understand. I don't know if we disagree here. Like, I don't know what your point is, bestie. And also there's just different baselines of knowledge, right? Like it might not take a doctor to understand something, but I might just not have, like there's things I don't have background in, right? Like computer things, you know, I think computer things can be pretty understood without necessarily needing education. But I just don't understand them deeply, and I don't have the time nor energy nor effort to put into learning them deeply. So it's nice to have things that explain them to me like a little dummy. Which is evil. Increase. Okay. Yes, I remember how to do that. Yes. Debug mode. Yes, of course, F5. F4. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. Okay, what was it? Allow increased zoom? Or is it in debug? Yeah, it's in debug, isn't it? No? That's all show. I guess F5? I don't know what this is. I think it has to do with tiles or something. Wait, the bottom? Oh, yeah. Oh. So we do that. No. Minesweeper mode, so true, bestie. Gotta add Daedric Sword, so true. Okay, do that. There we go. Do a little long reaching. All right, let's build our factory here. All right, that's okay. That's stone. We don't want a stone moment. We want to go to copper. Here we go. Okay, we gotta hook up copper. Why is it so zoomed in? I had to nerf myself because I was too powerful. Okay, so the main power network is around here somewhere. I think it's like here-ish. Maybe let me get rid of the pole right now. Here we go. Okay, here. So that's coal. So we're gonna go here. That's where coal is mined. Okay, so we're too far up now. Can we just go down from here maybe? Oh, these are some beautiful plants. Honestly, I feel like the artist would be pretty happy about this, to be honest. Like they get to see like their work up close. Like normally it's like, you know, it's just like, oh, there's a plant. But, you know, we get to see like in crisp HDR. The best part of this is I actually can't see the length of the pole, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go up here and then click and drag. And that should have powered. I like seeing the the power lines too. It's funny. Okay, now all these should be cooking. Oh hell yeah, brother. Now look at that copper plate texture. That's something right there. That's a copper plate. You take that copper plate, you put it in a machine, boom. You've done it. I would eat a meal off that plate, that copper plate. Now I hardly know her plate, but Winsinger's gonna appreciate our work. That's true. What are those? They are my copper plates. I don't know how I feel about the way the pixels are all like enjoying. Jolie chat, so true, bestie. That's content. You're darn right it is. Swampin' boots. Yeah, I mean he do be having some big boots. He likes big boots, and he cannot lie, I guess. You other engineers can't deny. When a iron plate walks in with the itty bitty throughput, you get blue belts. Boots are made for stomping. I don't know if these boots are made for stomping. I don't know how stompy these boots are, to be honest. Those are hog mining boots. These are hogging boots. these are boots you take when you're gonna go hunt 30-50 hogs. This is what they'll do. Understandable. Understandable, bestie. Have a nice day. I mean, when I was actually playing Factorio, what a time that was, huh? What a moment, truly. Those boots are gonna stomp all over you. That's a little threatening. I'm feeling a little threatened by that right now. You've made me feel a little threatened. So, yeah, I'm gonna zoom out now. Can you zoom out further? No, just allow increased zoom. I wonder, like, theoretically, because like this is probably around here. Theoretically, would be playable. I mean, it would be miserable to play with, but like it seems like it would be doable. Nancy Sinatra is not that threatening, yeah, but it's not. That's different. I just realized that like, you can see little fires here. Avatars should be worried about being stuck in a room full of rocking chairs. Such a long tail. Oh, I see. You say somebody's gonna rock their chair into my tail. That would be quite discheesing, to be honest. It took me a second. I was trying to figure out, like, should I be afraid of rocking chairs? Taking a RimWorld angle? What? I don't know what that means. Anyway. I hope that was worth it, Blah Boy. I hope you got what you so desired. It's a turn of phrase. It's an interesting turn of phrase. I can't say I've heard it before. Much trick of banning all the raiders into a room full of wood items like chairs and throwing in Molotov. I see. That would also be quite discheesing. I would definitely put both of those things into the discheesing camp. I'm thinking iron copper moment, but I don't really know what distance to do because I want to do 4 belts for each, like this. Like how much space to put between them? At least 2 tiles, but probably more. What about like 2 radars worth of space? That's what, 6 tiles? Yeah. 6 tiles seems like a good number. That seems like a pretty poggers number. Maybe. Also, I learned that there's this thing. There's this thing that supposedly is kind of epic. And maybe even poggers. The person thinks increased zoom is just inherently funnier, so all the better for you human me for it. I mean, Bestie, you've earned it, you know. I know your love of the increased zoom clip. So I won't deny that to you. I will not deny you what is rightfully yours, you know? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Factorio 4-belt offloader. No, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I want, and I'm just cheesed. No, 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 no. No, 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 I don't want trains. No trains. You're picking up when I'm busting down? Thank you, Bestie. I sincerely appreciate that. Where is it? I'm just cheesed. Doesn't want to. Factory simulator. What is factory simulator? Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm thinking that'll be the basis, and then for the time being, I guess. Well, maybe we should do. Well, no, because eventually it'll probably be large poles, right? At some point, would make sense. But for now, it would just be short poles. And then it goes down. And then generally, I'm thinking of keeping the philosophy of one side. Probably this would be science on the right. This would be normal stuff on the left. And theoretically, if we could fit the factory... Now, I might want to shift this over a little bit. I mean, to be fair, like, here's the iron... It's not a ton of space, but like it's a decent amount. And theoretically the steel could go over here and then sort of be inputted like that. So the oil could probably be processed here. Yeah, I mean I'm seeing how it could come together. I'm seeing how it could happen. Okay, let me do a quick 1 to 4 moment. Nope, that's the wrong way. Wait, is 1 to 4 just the thing that I think it is? Yes, it is just the thing that I think it is. I need several more of these. Doop, doop, doop. Actually, I don't know. Should it start higher? I want to make sure I save enough room. Like, I might want to use this stone for something. So maybe I want to start a little bit lower. Like down here. Blueprints you have made? No. So all those blueprints I took from somewhere else. There are some things that just, in my opinion, and I would say most people probably fall in this camp, that just it isn't worth building yourself just because there are like designs that are just the best. And like there's not really much potential for variation. And it would just take a long time to design them all yourself. So these are for balancing lanes. Basically the number of inputs and outputs like equally balances it. So you can see it can get quite complicated. For shame. I mean, like some people are very, very anti-blueprint in every capacity. Typically, I don't like to use blueprints for like proper designs and stuff. So, like my factory stuff, like, but for some things like solar and whatever, I'll use it for that. A lot of that in Dyson Sphere. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a valid way to play. However you want to play is kind of your thing. Like some people will tell you got to play this way or this way or this way. But as long as you have fun with it, that's really what matters. You know, that's my Dr. Von Kitty wisdom for you all. Just gotta have fun with it. Okay, so this will be the copper moment. You know, it's where the copper goes. So that's why it's the copper moment, because again, it's where the copper goes. So I just want to make sure that I'm being clear here that it's the copper moment, because it's where the copper goes. Should I go straight down and over instead of going up any? I think I should actually go straight down and over. I've changed my position, my opinion. To be fair, it's not like I really had a strong opinion that has evolved. It was just sort of I was doing it, and in retrospect, I don't want to do that because I'd like to save all this space for stuff, potentially for stone or something, and maybe like a little logistics area. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. So only balancer blueprints as well. I think I just place one right to minimize complexity of my use of balancers. I mean, that's fair. It also depends on your design. Like some people just want to build a factory that gets the job done to launch a rocket, and then you're good. Some people, and like especially if you sort of like the more military defensive gameplay, that's definitely more of a thing, versus some people want to design like more optimized, like beautiful, highly functional factories that focus on throughput and numbers and stuff. Rained and all your machinery shorted out, I would be pretty sad. I would be quite sad about that. I mean, what if there was a massive solar flare and it fried all my technology? What if I was happy? You know? There's no need to worry about hypotheticals. It'll never be true. You know? Sort of a steampunk game, probably EMP safe. But I mean, it uses lots of electricity, you know? Like power and solar and batteries and things. I feel like those would be in danger. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what I was gonna do? Did I redesign this one? I did. Let's go redesign this one now. The numerous circuits. I think you mean mint chocolate potato chips. Throwback to that. Anybody remember that reference? That's an old one. That's actually a Dyson Sphere reference, funnily enough, since we were talking about that. Maybe I'll go back. I've said this a couple times, I think. The reason I haven't gone back to games like Dyson Sphere is that my struggle tends to be this feeling that, actually, I wonder, I guess because if I use Long Reach, I can just, yeah. Actually, it's very nice. I just don't think it's very engaging content to watch me figure it out, you know? I was saying this about like modded Minecraft the other day. It's like, cool, it's fun, but if I don't know what I'm doing already, a lot of it's just gonna be like me reading a Wikipedia page, you know? And I just don't see that being particularly entertaining. Here's chilled out about commentating on the gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Dyson Sphere. But it's hard for me, right? Because I'm trying to strike a balance, and that balance can be a little like exhausting, I suppose. Not like, you know, oh man, I'm physically like fucking dying or anything. But a little tiring. just trying to, because I guess it was trying to split my focus onto multiple things. Like, one, sort of the game, like actually playing it. Two, like learning how to play it. And three, sort of like pretending to be a cat on the internet and being entertaining in that way. Can be a lot. So, and also I just get tired and stream pretty quick. Which, speaking of, I still need to do that 12-hour stream, Sag. Let a brain power to use your brain. It really is. When you know, they say that humans only use like 20 whatever percent of their brain or something. Well, I'll have you know, cats only use 1%. Yeah, it was a bit of a cat joke for you, but a bit of a cat meme, if you will. Kind of epic, kind of poggers. I think I'm ready to call stream here, by the way. I feel like I've expired. I can watch like if somebody wants me to watch a video or something, I can. But I've kind of expired. I think my Factorio gameplay. I gotta say, I'm a little disused myself. Thank you, Jeff C. Anime, for following. I appreciate it. Do I recognize you from somewhere? Luna the Gamer Cat chat, maybe. Your third yawn in like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it is late for me. It's nearly midnight. A lot of streamers are bad at games. They just put learning as low priority. Yeah, I like that sweet learning, you know? Not that I like reading. God, we think I'm a nerd or something. I'm kind of mad at myself for not making these even. When there was no reason for them not to be. In the news community, and I love that. I'm glad to hear that. We love a Luna the Gamer Cat fan around here, because I'm a Luna the Gamer Cat moderator, by the way. Watching a video. We're going to piss on the... I'm not watching that on stream. I refuse. Good video, though. Good film. Excellent film, in fact. Strongly recommend. Oh, I just didn't mean to do that. No, the fact that I just typed wah 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 wah. I'm trying to decide currently if I am crazy enough to rebuild this entire thing to make them even, because it's what? Let's see what the offset is. Decent. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that shows everything down by 4. Which would be quite sag. Never seen this game before? It's called Factorio. I would strongly recommend it if it looks interesting to you. The thing that I've always seen it as, and like I've found nobody else who really shares this opinion, is there's this one episode of Magic School Bus in which they have to build like this machine, this like water or something. I forget what the goal is, but they build like a series of machines and systems and belts, and like talks about all these different like engineering, like basic machinery type stuff. But I love that episode, and this game like scratches that itch in my brain of like wanting to do that. So anyway, we made good progress. I was worried I wasn't gonna get anything done today, but we got these 2 done, and I guess next we can start actually designing the bus and do a proper red and green science moment, which will be pretty epic. Base builder, managing colonists by building a factory. Yeah, I mean, it's got like elements of a lot of different games. And you can customize it as well. It's very customizable. Like if you want a more sort of defensive fighting military game, it can be that. Or if you want a more chill, like sort of city builder designer game, it can be that as well, which is how I'm playing it right now. Is that a cat playing a factory game? Oh my god, is that a bunny girl VTuber? Holy shit, we should all follow and subscribe to SleepyKai98. Yeah, I disabled the enemies. We call them hogs. Critical damage. There's no coming back from that one, bestie. There's no like recovery. It's just over. You're just done. GG. It was nice knowing you. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Kylisha. I say collapsing. People leave? No. Don't leave. Don't leave! No! Let's go ahead and get rid of the buff Kempty. Oh, welcome back. I thought you were just gone. I thought you were simply leaving, but I guess the bunny girl VTuber always comes back, huh? So true, bestie. I gotta say, I think there's a lot of power in so true bestieing yourself. It's like the ultimate self-validation. Okay, hot tub world. Building the magic school bus. Oh, whoa. Okay, gamers. Well, thanks for coming to the cat stream. I would say it was quite epic. Open to suggestions if anyone wants me to watch a film or something. As much as I kind of want to watch the piss film, I also don't want to watch the piss film. You know? Don't quote that out of context. Don't do that. You only have cursed videos. It seems like everyone has cursed videos to share. Nobody has some happy hee hee ha ha wholesome ones. I was gonna quote that out of context. Yeah, as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I was like, yeah, that one's on me. I could watch the burger video. I could go full zen. Watch the burger video. You want to watch a ramen commercial? Is the ramen commercial appealing in some way? Like, is there some benefit to watching the ramen commercial? Of which I would not currently be aware. I think it's time, by the way, to retire the 69-420 up in the corner. Sure, can I get some info? Can you tell me what is... I have 2 large images called cheesed and oh, that's weird. Oh, I see. I'm dumb. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what cheese and discheesed were, but no, it's just in the corner. Where I actually don't know what it's called. I can't find it currently. It's visually spectacular, probably not DMCA. You know what? Sounds good. Oh, it's called Haha Funny Number. That makes sense. Here, we'll show it off one more time. Yeah, blah blah redeemed. Haha Funny Number. So true and so valid, bestie. Okay, this can be our film. There is one thing. Okay. Now this is problematical, and the reason it's problematic, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was a little frightened. Is that a Luna the Gamer Cat video? Playing a Warhammer? Sure, we will watch these 2 films. We'll watch a Luna the Gamer Cat film. Why not? We'll do some Giga Chad Luna the Gamer Cat watching. First, we're gonna watch the ramen commercial though. Okay. All right, who's ready? Who's ready to watch? Yeah. Turn down a little bit. It's a bit loud. Watching that video many months ago. This one or the Luna the Gamer Cat video? You can make G Fuel ramen. Have I seen this? Have I seen this before? No, I don't think I have. I think I've seen something similar to this. So who is this man? Is he trying to get goated with the soy sauce in his ramen? That was a funny joke. Or are they like sheep? Is it meant to be kind of like a sheep moment? Oh, what? I'm gonna say not stand on the stair. I mean, usually it's like one side is for walking, one side's for standing, right? That was creepy. I'm confused. So like, is he getting okay boomered right now? No context for you except for ramen. That's fair. This man apparently saved people from starvation. So it reminds me of that the James Bond movie, Skyfall. You know where he falls from the sky. Oh shit! Oh my god! Look at those gentlemen. Those are the gas-fired gentlemen. Wait, wouldn't they be boiling the water he's in? Wouldn't he be dying? This is Skyfall. Meow, 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 meow. He is food. So is he the ramen? Oh shit, is he Mr. Ramen? I gotta say, this is making me want to eat ramen right now. He's the flavor packet. It's kind of a cursed thought, actually. Same wavelength. I love the Mr. Ramen moment, you know? I like his ramen coat. God, I want some ramen right now. Some ramen with slap. Oh, he's going! He's jumping! He's jumping! He's jumping! Ramen? Is that the joke? Because he's a ram? Is that the joke? Is that intentional? That's the joke. Well. Well. I'm not sponsored, by the way. So. So he'll be back. Oh, this is the start of a series. The RCU, the Ramen Cinematic Universe. Incredible. Well, shout out to the company whose advertisement we just watched live on the cat stream. Okay, now a bit of a topic change. Any modeler made a pie that was such a bitch their anime. That's good. Interesting way to describe it, but I could see it.
The witch hunter captain.
Oh, is that Artie?
Need to step away momentarily, Tiggy.
Let's call her Tiggy. Singular.
No.
Singular Tiggy.
I'll be in the stream.
Hey, those noodles, me too.
I'll be watching. Always watching.
No.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and start it.
Okay.
What game is this? And I love seeing the old Luna the Gamer Cat model. It's a little surreal, honestly, to see the original. I like how her username is Lunar Flowers. That's nice.
Can we just get all the heroes in the basement, please, before the lightning strike goes off, so we can use it?
Shout out to Yuffie Muffin, by the way.
What? Yeah,
Apparently that was Luna the Gamer Cat's 10th follower. This is ancient. 10 out of 50. Oh my god. This is like ancient. Yeah, go follow Yuffie Muffin, everybody.
Yeah,
Actually, don't. They might be a bad person. I don't know. So, it's like Warhammer, like Modern Ferrari. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, go follow Yuffie Muffin then. Hell yeah, brother. So is this like a wait? Is that Lunar Awoken? That I just heard. Oh, it is Lunar Awoken. Wait, so maybe Lunar Awoken is Lunar Flowers. Possibly. Left 4 Dead, but Warhammer. I see. Okay.
No one puts baby in the corner.
When did this come out?
No, but you put me on
May
a bound.
2021, bruh.
That's my first instinct, is to jump to the
That's
highest
crazy.
area.
This looks fun. Did a little
Okay, should
little
we
bow
just
and arrow
rush
action.
towards the exit?
Yes.
Okay, rush, before the big guys come.
So are they fighting orcs right now? Yeah, this looks like it'd be fun. Are these orcish
I'm
gentlemen?
dealing with a big scary Hell Knight, please help.
Because you're Pepega, it really do be like that sometimes, bestie.
I hit it with a headshot, it's dead.
Oh no. Oh no.
The shared library. Oh, I see.
You have a friend? Oh, it's not a good friend.
I gotta say, the bow.
You are not
Oh,
allowed to
look
invite
at that
friends
guy.
over.
Look at that guy. Look what is he wearing? Is that what they wear in Warhammer?
Oh, hey, Dylan.
Like the little feather in a hat type moment and
Hey, Dylan,
whatever.
buddy. Sorry that one didn't notice you there.
It's kind of strange to think about. I know I keep talking about the video. I hope nobody is like really invested in what's happening. Like this is before I started the cat stream. You know, like this is pre Dr. Von Kitty.
Oh, good.
This is like this is the early days. You know, gazillion themes.
I'm
That's fair.
noping out of this situation.
Me too, Luna the Gamer Cat. Remember, not 40k. Oh, is there a difference? I didn't know there was a difference. Not the Storm Fiend.
Hey, Tank, you like,
Not the Storm Fiend.
Tank, you like friend?
I ran out of
Drink
arrows.
some Diet Peppers.
Fire! Why more
40k
fire?
is sci-fi. Oh, I see. So this is Warhammer like fantasy.
No.
40k is like the space sci-fi one, but with like fantasy elements. Okay, that makes sense.
Got you. I got you.
So they're like different universes. Oh, this is very Left 4 Dead-ish, isn't it?
Hi, by the way. Please,
Big Left 4 Dead
I'd be more than
energy.
happy to have a conversation with you, and I'm not dying. No, I must still. Why did I not play with the pie?
future past. It's like Star Wars Galaxy long time away or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Why? No.
I'm trying to keep my
No.
shield up.
I'm trying to help him.
Does that affect him? Please affect him.
No.
No.
Alright.
No.
Not like
no,
Star
no,
Wars,
no,
I see.
No, let me
I'm
go.
stuck.
No,
Wait, I'm not dying. Some things never change.
I can't see.
Now the thing that's gonna blow everybody's mind is at the end when Dr. Blankety makes a cameo and then you all figure out that the whole thing has been like pre-planned. Like we've just been playing the long con and like this is randomly this stream for some reason is the moment I decide like yes this is when I reveal
I move?
that it's all been planned. I was literally Gamercat's
Darn
first
these
follower.
invisible walls.
'Twas I.
Why can't I move?
I wonder if Lunar has started streaming at this point.
Please don't kill me. I promise I don't taste good. No.
Skaven? Skaven? Is that like a rat creature?
No. Took care of one problem and another rises.
Why?
Got some green fire. Oh,
Why?
she was live before you. No, I think she was. I don't know where she
Why can't I leave? I just want to leave.
where she
It's all
started sort of relative because I know they both started before me. Oh, you're talking about? No, I wasn't talking about right now.
I got this.
I was talking about like in the grand scheme of years type stuff, like
What
when
now?
she first started streaming. Yeah, I saw that she was streaming earlier.
That's okay.
I think she was playing on the Minecraft server, maybe.
Yeah, I got
Can I clutch up? She's doing some hardcore gaming right now.
Anymore.
Luna the Gamer Cat is truly living up to the whole Gamer Cat thing.
I don't need to be spun like a record.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
can't
Her team
choose.
is
Why can't
wiped.
I
Oh, are they all dead? Oh, I see. Yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah, you're dead.
Looks
I'm
like
fine.
it's
dead.
over.
I'm not fine.
Is it weird of me that when I listen to a video like this, I always think about what I would be saying in a moment? Like somebody said something, I think about like what joke I would make to riff off of the thing that they said. Is that weird? Is that weird? Should I do that?
Always
I do that.
from behind. Why?
It's got to be normal. I hope so.
No
The rats like to go from behind.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Dalton Mill, 11th Luna the Gamer Cat follower.
Manager, after this.
It's not
you're
something
getting
I
a
do.
snack. Just for
Maybe
that
it's like some people do, some people don't. I never
I
know.
don't care
You
if
never
I
know
do.
really, because like you don't talk about things like
I don't
that. Like, is
care.
it weird or is it normal? I don't
care
know.
if I bake dinner.
I said no comment.
No
This
comment.
is why you are my favorite right now, Luna.
Did she just call Lunar Luna?
Wait,
That's an odd thing to think about.
this is amazing.
Was this pre Luna the Gamer Cat?
Run forward, run back.
So that's what critically means.
I assume she was still Luna the Gamer Cat at this point. Can imagine that getting a little confusing.
Dalton,
To be fair, the Lunar thing
may
gets
I
kind of
ask
confusing. so.
why?
Oh no, that was me. And Dalton.
Still Luna the Gamer Cat?
Okay, then I ask again.
I
to
could
the
certainly
both of
see
you.
some
Why?
confusion arising there.
Because I didn't know what critically meant in this context.
Ammo box.
You're leaving somebody behind.
Luna.
He knew
So
what he was
true.
getting
So
into.
true and so valid, bestie.
Dalton, you sent suicide bombers after us. Why?
Oh. Why is there a little Twitch? Oh. That was a bit of a abrupt ending. Why is there a little Twitch symbol at the bottom?
Because I didn't know what critically meant. In
What
this
is that?
context.
Ammo box.
What is that at the bottom?
Okay.
Hope they won. Yeah, I guess we'll never know. Is that like Twitch integration or something? Because that looks like a Twitch icon in the center. Who
Please
knows?
don't kill me. I
Anyway,
promise I don't taste
it's
good.
the early days of Luna the Gamer Cat. A long time ago. I've always said I really wish that they would make it does have integration. Okay, that must be what it is then. They would do like more YouTube stuff. Like I would love, I've said so many times, a Luna and Lunar YouTube series of like Minecraft or something. I just could see that being so entertaining. But sadly, the idea has not gotten much traction. I've thought about doing something similar. I don't know what yet, but like doing some kind of YouTube only content. But anyway, that's the cat stream, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I sincerely appreciate it. Noticing what's happening with State of the Match Fix. It's like, oh god, Mr. Machine Gun's blowing everything up and nobody to help. Peel? What do you mean help peel? What does that mean? Is that like some sort of gaming slang that I'm not epic enough to understand? Oh, pull in. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, I know nothing about that game like whatsoever, so I'm kind of entering from a you know, zero knowledge perspective. League terms are not the League of Legends. Some, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a League of Legends a YouTube series. Do some League of Legends YouTube gaming. I'm not gonna do that. Update. I lied. I didn't even lie. It was just a blatant lie from the beginning. Could even call it lying if everyone should have known it was false. Anyway, you played League before. I'm the first one to try it. It's kind of fun to have to try. That's fair. Like if you're playing League with a group of people who don't really care at all, and you're just kind of having fun, and if you win, you win. You lose, you lose. I think that's fun. But I'm not at all about the whole like, you know, actually trying to win mentality. 12-hour League stream. Yeah, you know what? A million trillion billion bits, and I'll do 12 hours of League straight. It's funny because that won't happen. That's why I said it. Okay, so quickly, thank you Zen for the raid. Everybody go follow Zen, very epic poggers person and streamer and bestie. Thank you the cat467 for following. Thank you Lord Soul for resubscribing for 4 months. Thank you TW for raiding as well. One of Zen's besties. Thank you Cream Pie Analysis for following. Thank you Alencio for resubscribing for 7 months. And thank you Jeff C. Anime for following. Playing Money Man Karthus, just jungle until I use my ult to get free kills every couple minutes. Since he's played League, but it was fun. I mean, I played quite a bit of League back in the day. My favorite thing I ever did was with Sick Nasty. We did, I like supporting, so I was Nami support. And he played Urgot on the bot lane, which people say is a dumb thing, but it actually kind of worked back in the day. This is like years ago now. Stream, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Antisocial Leagues, me. So me. Yeah, I love Nami. Nami is very epic. If I play League, I like to play Nami if I can. Anyway, that's the cat stream. I'll see you all next time. Probably not tomorrow. Although maybe. Who knows? Maybe we'll get 4 cat streams in a row. That'd be the first time I've done that in a long time. Heimerdinger support as a meme. Yeah, no, I love meme stuff. Like doing, like, I remember one time doing like all 5 people in mid lane, for example. I think we won maybe, which is probably more of a condemnation the other side than anything else. But anyway, I'll see you all next time. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing, wonderful, fantastic, epic, and poggers rest of your day. Bye. Meow.